What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Galaxy Greg, coming at you with another episode of the Be More Nerdy podcast. To be specific, this is episode 86 of the Be More Nerdy podcast, the only podcast that's giving it to you the way you need it, want it, and could ever, every way you could ever ask for it. Goddamn, that's hard to do the second time. The first time, though, I hit that shit.
It's clean. It's clean.
It's clean as fuck. But welcome back, everybody. You know, we've been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, and with me today is my co-host, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies?
It's been a minute since we have had a pod. Changed my mic position. I moved the light. I got married. You feel me? You know, just a couple small changes here and there. Yes, but my then fiance, now wife. You heard me, my wife.
You gonna wife us to death?
Oh my god, I am, bro. No, it was a comedian talking about this like literally the week after I got married. He was on. It was a YouTube stand up. Bro was like, you know, when you call out from work and say like, oh, my girlfriend's sick. My girlfriend's sick. Oh, it doesn't really matter. But when you say my wife's sick, it's like, nah, go handle that. Take 2 days. So like, you know, I'm ready to use her as an excuse to get out of work, is what I'm saying. But, but nah, yeah, I'm super happy about it. It was a beautiful time. We will get into it. We will talk about it. All the drama, all the fun, all the crazy happenings around it. That being said, Diva, what's up with you? How you been?
Okay. So my update isn't as special. I was just there to witness all of the greatness.
Niggas was up there as the maid of honor. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Shut it up.
So all I like to say is, so last time we did an episode was the bachelor party episode. So we got a lot to update y'all on. So after that, I think I had a week in Florida, and I really didn't do much because I was like cleaning the house and packing and preparing for all of the time I would not be in Florida. I think, did we go? I want to say at the weekend I went to go see Neo. I want to say that was that. Yes, it was. So after that, my partner Chris took me to see Neo. He was performing at SeaWorld, and it was free because we're pass holders, but whatever. Still took me to go see him. It was great. Anybody knows Neo is my favorite artist of all time. Yes, I said favorite artist of all time. Check his discography, not just his work, but his written work as well, because he's a songwriter. So yeah, he's phenomenal. Literally somebody I could like people were like, okay, who could you listen to and just never get tired? Yeah, I could listen to him and just never get tired.
Okay, I think everybody's got one of them.
Yeah, he only has one album that I dislike, and that's Libra Scale. And there may be 1 or 2 songs on Libra Scale that are fine, but like I actually just don't like that album. The only one out of, I think he has like 8 albums, so that's saying a lot.
I had to add something to the list of notes that I just thought about. Okay. Yeah. What you said helped. It helped. It's something that was very recent. I don't know if you experienced it. You might have, but continue.
Then I came home for Mother's Day weekend. So that Friday I flew in and I spent Friday evening with my cousin Shay, who is like my sister and is my best friend. So we spent that time just catching up and just kicking it. And then Saturday we took my mom to dinner and to a comedy show, which was a lot of fun. She really enjoyed it. My dad made this comment that has been bothering me now that Father's Day is on the horizon.
And what is that comment? Let the people know what wild shit our dad was saying.
Wild shit, y'all, because y'all he make it seem like we don't love him. That's what he does.
He does. Like, he fucking does.
Y'all did all this for your mother. Y'all took her to dinner. Y'all got her tickets to the show. Y'all gonna cook for her tomorrow, blah, 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 right? And we're like, well, Daddy, this is how much dinner costs. This is how much the show costs. This is, like, it's free to cook for her. And we're gonna get her a card. You want crabs. It costs, same as this. So you just get crabs.
Now,
You're
for a little reference on this, because some of y'all, most of y'all are Marylanders. Other ones who are not. Blue crabs are a staple thing in Maryland. Like, we love to eat them. Period. Point blank. Eat them, pick them out. If you haven't seen it, look up a YouTube video. Fuck, maybe we might make a TikTok about it sometime. We don't know, right? However, comma, I want to state that our father is a big bougie baby. He's a triple B. He only eats larges, extra larges, or jumbos.
you don't even like larges.
He doesn't like
large,
larges. He'll take larges if they're out of jumbos.
and he will fuss. He'd be like, "You couldn't find nowhere with extra large or jumbo. You got me large." And we got called bougie because we don't eat little crabs.
I
Like,
don't.
people from Maryland will be like, "Oh, I'm grabbing crabs," and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's $20." Like, they getting small crabs. I've never spent such a number for crabs.
Yeah, they'd be like, it's $20 a head, and we gonna get a dozen. I'm like, a dozen, nigga. I'm about to eat 6 by myself. So let's run that back. 6 jumbo at that. Like, I'm not like. What's crazy is I went to a crab feast once, right? And Jordan told me, he was like, it was $65. I'm like, $65, I get to eat all the crabs I want? Fuck yeah, I'm in there. I got there, I said, what are these little shits, bro? I just want to know. What do y'all have in front of me to think that this was acceptable? And they're like, yeah, you get like mediums and smalls, and some are female. I said, oh, the blasphemy. I was livid. They're like, you're not going to eat it? I'm like, I mean, of course I'm going to eat it, but I was pissed that I had to pick the little ass crab, nigga.
Ugh. So, so I'm talking like $115, $120 a dozen. And usually we get about 2 dozen for him and my mom to have for Father's Day. So quickly, that number adds up. And he like, oh, well, that's all I want anyway. So you did all of this. Because I was like, oh, Dad, because I started looking. I said, oh, Daddy, look. So and so, I think Marlon Wayans is performing at
I
the
thought
Comedy
it was
Festival.
Marlon Wayans or DL Hughley, because those were the
DL
two.
Hughley.
Those two
Yeah,
popped
one of
up. I
the
can't
two.
remember which one was performing that weekend.
So a nice a nice comedy show. I'm
Right.
like, okay, Daddy, look who's performing. You want us to get you tickets to the comedy show too, and Greg can take you to dinner because I'm not going to be in town. It's my birthday weekend. I'm never in town for Father's Day. He goes, no, I want crabs. I said, so what are we doing? How are we doing this?
What are we doing here, bro? What's really the problem?
You're
And
going to get your crabs.
what's funny is, oh, you're gonna be jealous about this, but the 85 South show is gonna be here in August.
Oh, I love the 85 South show. Ooh, what weekend? Because I got a retreat in August.
I can't remember, but I believe it's in August. I was like, Joy, you want to go see the 85 South show? She was like, if the money look right, I'ma go.
I'm gonna look at it. So,
Ooh, another thing to add.
Mother's Day went great. My mom loved it. She really enjoyed herself. It was kind of funny when we were like paying for things because she kept reaching for her card and we're like, no.
Put that motherfucking hand down. What do you think you're doing?
We're
Stop it.
now.
Yeah.
We're big kids.
I'll slap that hand.
Then I turned around, so I came in Friday, left Sunday, then turned around and came in the following Friday. I stayed with Greg and Jordan and start the wedding rollout. I did get to have a little bit of fun. I got to go out with my mom, Shay, her mom, our Aunt Peaches, who a lot of you may know from the comic.
Peaches,
you know what's
Miss
funny?
Moneybags.
It's Moneybags. You know what's funny? So we went to the wine festival that's in Columbia. It was really nice. The only thing is, like, most people are there to taste wine for free. So the taste lines were fucking ridiculous. Like to get in line to just taste the wines. Especially, like, I would have really enjoyed the event because I'm still learning my wine taste and figuring out what wines I like and what's too dry or what's... Now I have a too sweet, I found out. So, like, I'm still trying to learn what wines I like, and I would have really enjoyed being able to do that. Luckily, Shay and Aunt Peaches go to every wine festival that exists. So if y'all want to go to a wine festival, call Shay, because she going to the next one.
Yo, hit us up, the Be More Nerdy Podcast. We're going to wear a shirt and everything. I'm getting us that shirt with the new logo. I got to make that for us.
Yeah, that's just for us.
Yeah, it's for
Anything
us.
else. That's a
Maybe
sad. That's a
later.
sad homely show.
Maybe later when when I have the balls to make it for everybody. But like, cause I don't think we'll
Maybe
ever.
maybe we can get a sponsor. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we follow parody law well enough. I don't know. I'm gonna
No
cut that
broken.
out. Maybe. Who knows? Continue.
So she was talking about. She was like, "I'm not even in the comic." I was like, "She's like, I did all this for the comic. I'm not in it." I said, "Did you read it on Peaches? Did you read it?" She's like, "I don't know where it is." I was like, "We sent it to you. You know where it is."
It's okay. We gonna get
I
her a
was,
paper copy. We need to finish calling her. We gonna get her a paper copy, and she gonna have it signed from all four of us. Me, you. Well, Joy can sign it too, cause she did some coloring. But me, you, D, and TJ. We all gonna sign it.
yeah.
We gonna sign it. She gonna have her version.
She gonna have her paper copy because I was like, on Peaches, you play a very, very major role in the comic. I was like, the whole second half has you in it. She was like, for real? I was like, yes. I was like, we would not put you in. I was like, we put you in before our parents. My mom was like, I know, and I was like, chill, 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 chill.
Way before them. They don't come for a while.
They don't come for a while, but they have a place, and their place is important. Because they're our parents.
Oh yes.
Then after the wine festival, we went to our little cousin's junior prom send off. She looked beautiful. I'm so proud. I almost cried. The funny thing was her little brother. He he don't like the boyfriend, y'all. He don't like the boyfriend. We don't know why. Well, we know why. Like he's just being a protective younger brother. But
Those two things don't add up. I never protected you.
He did. He doesn't love me.
Ah, that's funny. What do I look like being 4 years younger? You better not fuck with my sister. Man, if they don't put a foot in my chest and tell me to shut the fuck up.
And he's like 10 years younger. He's like 6. He is 6 years old. I'm talking face puffy, mad, huffing, puffing in the corner when his sister's getting ready to, like, gone. She's been gone for 20 minutes now. They have left the building.
If there's one thing that boy can do, it's pretty impressive how long he can keep a grudge. He stood there for solid 30 minutes in the same position, like, didn't let up. And I'm like, how are you doing that? Like, after 5 minutes, I'm bored. I'm gonna go do something.
I'm going to do something else. I'm a kid. I'm going to go have fun. Like,
That man will just sit there. Longest I've seen him sit is
left.
2 hours.
I forgot they left at this point. And, like, as you can see, it's not much yet. We're black. So we was chilling, talking, still eating after they had left.
My hand look a little white.
It does look a little white there.
It's because of the light. I promise.
Yeah, you're not that light skinned. It's
Not
giving
anymore.
light skin. It's giving light skin, and you're not.
It's okay. Let the people dream. I'm not even that dark, bro. Like I got darker these past like couple years being out in the sun, but
Oh, I got darker while mommy was here, and I am loving this new chocolate on me. It's my birthday color. I look me in my darkest form. So like usually when y'all see me as the light chocolate, not that I'm not happy because I always loved me. I have grown to love myself, but I love me the most when I'm chocolatey.
why not just sit in the sun all the time? You literally live in Florida.
I do, but I have a job and I have to go to work.
You go to Disney almost every day. Shut up. You can sunbathe for 20 minutes.
After work.
You can sunbathe for 20 minutes with some tanning oil.
So what happened? Oh, right. So after that, Sunday, it was time for the wedding stuff. So Sunday we packed up all the favors, and we actually made it fun. We had us a good time packing up the favors and help getting the stuff together so that they could load it onto the U-Haul and get it down there up there because it's actually the wedding was north.
It was south, bro.
Frederick is that way.
Frederick is that way.
Is this way?
It's southeast.
Oh.
No, southwest. My bad. It's southwest. Southwest.
Okay.
Because people who lived in Largo still had to drive like 30 minutes to get to us.
Okay. So after, so then after that, so then Monday, me and Jordan used that time to like get the stuff like at the house together. So like, oh, we need, like this is going with us, this needs to go with us, and just kind of get ourselves together because like, yeah, I was staying there, but we were going to be at the hotel for like 2 days. Um, Tuesday, I got my hair done. As y'all can see, it's still here, and it's gonna be here for a little while. We're gonna be weaving it up for a while.
Oh, next time you see this hair, it will be out, and it might even be straight. I'm
We'll
washing
see how
tonight.
long I do. We'll just keep the rolling clock on how long Diva can do a weave in Florida.
Fun story about Diva's first weave. She got it for prom. And when she got it, she was so in love with her magnificent weave.
I
And she
was.
was feeling herself. But my mom didn't want to let her get a weave because she knew you swim, it's going to get tangled up under the cap and you're not going to be able to comb it out. And I don't want to deal with that and waste my money and blah, 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 blah. That exact thing happened after prom. That night, I'm sitting there watching TV, Toonami, chilling. It's the weekend. I'm having a great old time. She comes down damn near in tears, like, I need you to help me comb it out. It's tangled and I don't want mommy to. I said, oh, hell no. For the next 2 hours, we are brushing that shit. And she just says, fuck it. Let's cut it from underneath so she'll never know. So we take some
I trimmed
scissors
it out.
and we cut the knot out from underneath. And I'm like, all the just why to that day, from that day forward, I hated weaves. You gave me PTSD to weaves.
That's that good shit.
That's that good
I went
shit.
to the beach with this. It was cute at the beach. I mean, my top hair wasn't because I'm
Floof.
natural and I have 4C hair. But you put a hat on, you couldn't even tell. Shit was wavy and wet. I was like, at the beach, she cute.
I don't think I have 4C hair.
I do. It's like, it's because it's not a 3. See, my curl pattern is a little too tight to be a 3C. It is a 4C, but it's very soft. It's not as my curl pattern isn't as tight. So I have a little bit more freedom and flexibility than most people in 4C, which is nice. But it doesn't like curl when it gets wet.
So what you're saying is, like you, your hair is mad bi.
It is mad bi.
That shit just gay, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell
Yeah.
you this. It didn't beat the allegations.
Okay.
I need to put that on a fucking shirt
That
for
is
you.
literally all weekend. That's all.
Because you didn't. You
beat
didn't.
the allegations.
You didn't
This
beat
time,
shit.
the last couple times I beat the
You
allegations.
ain't beat shit, bro.
This time.
You haven't beaten an allegation in a while. By the way, for those who don't know what we're talking about, because it's not really an inside joke, everyone who's around me knows. Diva doesn't beat the allegations of being a stereotypical lesbian. Not bisexual, lesbian. In the fact that they move extremely fast and they love very hard. And at every turn, she failed to beat the allegations. If I took her to court right now for being a lesbian, she is going to lesbian jail for lesbianism.
Just this relationship. My last 2, I did really good job. I did a good job at not being a lesbian.
How long were you dating Mary before you moved in with her?
A year.
That didn't feel like a year.
A year.
Chris was living with you way before you even knew it, bro. She was there every weekend.
That was crazy. I didn't even know she was living with me. I was like, yeah, she'd be here sometimes.
Nah,
like,
you said she'd be here sometimes, and I came over 2 weekends in a row. Why is she here? She has a child. Shouldn't she be with said child?
I didn't know that she was living there. I didn't know she was living there.
Everybody else knew. She didn't beat the allegations.
Because she wasn't, like, her stuff wasn't there. Like, she would come with, like spending night bags every time. So it was like I was like, oh, you spending the night. But because she had a child, she didn't have him on the weekends. Those weren't her days. So
that's crazy. Not getting your child on the weekend is insane. Because it's like, as the other parent, when do I get a weekend? I would be fucking heated.
Well, the other parent had, like, other children, so it was okay.
I guess.
Yeah, I was like...
That's neither here nor there.
It's neither here nor there. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know. That doesn't count. I was unaware.
She ain't beat the other allegations either. That's all I'm saying. You ain't beat shit.
Now, this time? Yeah. That, yep. Yep.
Your Honor, I move to stamp her as the gay, specifically lesbian, and approved.
Yep.
Stamp that paper, send it off.
It still hasn't been a year yet. It'll be 11 months this weekend. We ain't hit a year yet. July.
Gay. It's okay.
But
Because it's gay balls! Yeah!
hold on, wait, I got it. It's gay month. Got another one.
Flop. Oh, yeah, that's gay as hell. That is so gay.
Yeah, this is my new fan.
Isn't there like a war with DeSantis or something like that in Florida?
Oh, they fucking with him. It's all gay. It's all gay everything. I'm talking about the best Pride merch in the last like 2 years. Now I get it like, oh, but remember COVID, so they probably didn't have that much merch. No, the Pride merch in 2021 was really good. 2021 merch was really good.
They said, well, let's hold this shit for the haters because this shit finna bang.
The 2023's merch, I got another fan. I got a 2023 fan. Yeah, I got a lot of fans. It's for my birthday. So I can be gay in the park. Look at this.
Oh, wow. No, that shit bang. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't it bang? This is the Pride fan for this year.
That's pretty crazy.
This is the print. So it's like on shirts. They have shorts. Like, this is the Pride print for this year.
It's got all the colors in there. I'm not just talking about like the gay flag. I don't know if you noticed, but like there was areas that was like the bisexual flag for like the blue, pink, and purple. It was in between the gay. Yes, in between the gay. They're on to something. These niggas at Disney. Oh, that's a bar.
But yeah, so like the merch this year go crazy. I'm talking like the shirts, everything. It's like chef's kiss merch this year. So they fucking with DeSantis, as they should. But then after that, Tuesday night, Chris got in town, and then Wednesday was the scramble. I felt like so anxious on Wednesday because it was like I didn't want to forget anything. I had to get my nails done. There was a couple stops that we need to make before we left, and then like leaving and making sure we packed everything into the car and got it there and getting there and checking into the hotel and thought I left my credit card at home. I wasn't gonna be able to check into the hotel.
Bro, you got to that front desk and was like, I found it. I'm like, you lost it? Oh my God.
It's not that I lost it. So when I got into town, I took some stuff like out of my purse because I put extra stuff in my purse while I was traveling, but I took like stuff that I didn't need out of my purse. Like I took my passport out. I took some of the cards that I'm not going to use up there out. I thought I took my credit card out as well, and I needed the credit card to pay for, the room and stuff. I was like, not pay for the room, but like, how the security deposit. And
right.
I'd rather that happen on my credit card and me not ever see it go out and come back. And it makes it look like I have a transaction on my credit card. Fun fact. That is what credit cards are for. So I thought I left it, and I didn't have my regular bank card. I brought only my Play Money card because I wasn't trying to spend extra monies. And so I was like, fuck, what am I going to do? I was freaking out, and I was like running back and forth to the car, and I was like, let me just look in my purse one more time. And it was in there. So, all good. We had rehearsal. Rehearsal was hot as fuck. Oh my God, was rehearsal so fucking hot. Oh, I was dying. I was dying at rehearsal. Like, we were dying so much we made the guys switch sides with us.
Niggas piggies were fucking roasting. But we also had to switch sides because I'm short and all my friends are very tall. I'm 5'6". Like, the nearest height person to me is 5'10", 6 foot, honestly. So, like, obvious 4-inch difference. It's like, hey, y'all stand on the going down rocks. I'm going to stand on this one in the middle. It worked out.
It worked out, but it was hot at the rehearsal. Then we had the rehearsal dinner. It was really nice. Shout out to my mom putting it together. This was the official beginning of my mom and my partner's friendship. Was the rehearsal dinner. And they are like low-key besties. And I know that my mom will never admit this. And I hate to say this because I don't know if Jordan gonna like it. But I think she might like Chris more than Jordan.
No.
You know something I don't know? I
know everything you don't know.
Oh, what do you know?
I don't know. I know that you ain't beat the allegations. Let's start there.
Oh, that don't have to relate to this.
I don't She doesn't mind Chris. I can tell you that.
So, my partner never had champagne before. They're not fancy like us. No.
I don't think
Also,
champagne
like,
is fancy. I think it's actually pretty like damn near low
well,
class.
what would you usually have? When would you usually have champagne?
When you're doing some form of toast, but that's celebratory in a certain group. Niggas do toast with shots. Like,
Right, but like if you're not in a celebratory nature, or my partner doesn't drink mimosas because can't have orange juice, so
they're
not a
allergic to
regular,
oranges.
mhm,
That's
not a
crazy that
regular.
I could just take an orange and chuck it and take them out.
I could take out Jordan with a tomato.
Nah, she's got an EpiPen. What yo's got? You got that pen on you? Do you keep that
Because
thing on you?
yes, I keep it because someone else is irresponsible. I have it. I
Who's
got the pen.
irresponsible?
Yeah, I'm
You,
the
both
responsible.
of y'all niggas.
I'm responsible.
Okay.
I
What
could
time did
kill
you
a
make it?
lot.
What time did you get here for the pod?
That's neither here nor.
Ain't beat an allegation yet, nigga.
It's my birthday. That doesn't count.
It's not your birthday yet. I got about 3 hours and 21 minutes to fuck with you.
So, so my mom like made sure like Chris got some champagne and tried it. Chris didn't like the champagne, by the way.
Champagne
At
doesn't
the
taste good.
no, the Verde tastes good because it's a sweet champagne. Where
No,
the
I've had that too.
you didn't like the Verde?
Not really. It's champagne has a universal kind of taste to me. It's okay. Tastes like a really sparkly wine.
It does. But the one we had at the rehearsal dinner was dry, so it was just like, yeah.
I can always take champagne like a shot. So,
Oh, I sip one champagne. You sip it. You're supposed to sip champagne.
nigga, I'm celebrating. Cheers. That's how I get it
Use it
in.
as a tequila. That's what you should do. That's what I did.
So I can't wait to tell y'all about my weeks afterwards. Continue though. Continue. A lot has
So,
happened.
the wedding, I think we should kind of do in tandem because we were both
Okay,
there.
so let me get my week off, right?
Yeah, yeah. So catch up to like the wedding.
So look, I'm gonna just start from up until the wedding. It was all just fast paced, go, work. I was checked out of work mentally, where I was like doing what I needed to do because I had another thing starting soon. But like, I was doing only what I needed to do, and I was leaving immediately because I had to be somewhere to make sure this was done or this was right or we had this. Then I worked up until Tuesday. Diva said she came Friday. She was here. She was cool. She played with Dean and whatnot and all that fun stuff and chilled with us. We didn't really do much the first couple of days she was here. However, after the fact, we Tuesday when everything started to ramp up, I had that night to myself to finally finish my fucking vows because every day was like something was going on. I had to be somewhere, I had to do something. So we finished doing all this stuff. The lady at the venue was like, "Oh, I need this from you guys tonight." And like we
Yeah.
were up just editing the seating chart. I was sending more music to the DJ. He got a little mad at me because I sent it last minute. It was all this bullshit. And then we finally got the seating chart in. We got all the other stuff. And then they were like, "Oh, we're going to sleep." I'm like, "Well, I'm not. I'm gonna be up, right?" Because Wednesday was gonna be the day of the rehearsal, so I'm up in this room, finishing my shit. I sent it to Twan. Twan says, "I'm not gonna tell you how to feel or nothing, but I made a couple of edits." I said, "All right, nigga," but his edits were very grammatically correct. It made it flow better, and then I made a couple add-ons, sprinkle something behind that. And I was supposed to print it on this fancy paper that Joy bought, but I forgot. Um, I finished.
Fuck that paper.
I
That
finished
was the
doing.
biggest headache.
Oh yeah, I finished doing some other stuff. Then Wednesday comes. Wednesday's the day that we're both all supposed to go out there, do what we need to do, get out there. So I pack up my stuff Tuesday night as well. So I'm ready. I pack up. I get out there. Groomsmen hit me up. Yo, what's up? When we getting there? When we doing this? They're on their way. Everybody gets there relatively the same time. We all dap each other up. We're all happy as shit to see each other. They switch sides with us. All of our piggies are roasting because Joy tells us, "You gotta dress nice for this." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I'm trying to wear some sweats. It's a rehearsal. But tons of people come out, family, friends, all that good shit. So we get through the rehearsal. We test in, time everything out, and just see how it's all going. And we get to the what is that thing called? The rehearsal dinner. Shout out to my mom once again. Got my drinks in me, chilled out, got some food, and then told Joy good night because I wasn't gonna see her for the rest of the night. And then I was with the boys for the rest of the night. We were just talking, goofing off. I got some. So Joy didn't know I went and bought shades because like I told everybody we gonna wear shades on our way down. Told the dudes, and then I got my shades from Royal Farms and washed them bitches off. I'm
That's
not
where
gonna
you
lie
got
to you.
them. That's
Oh
why
fuck
you're at
yeah!
Royal
I got
Farms.
them from Royal Farms. I got a bag of chips from Royal Farms, really. But then I was like, I had shades in my car, right? I always keep a pair of shades in my car in case it's sunny. But I was like, I know someone's gonna forget, so let me get spare shades. So I got my spare shades that became my normal shades because Dooley lost his shades at some point in time. So I want to prime this with Joy was like, the wedding's for us. You shouldn't have to do this, and you know, you won't have to put things together. You'll have a morning like me where you get dressed, get to chill your boys, drink a little bit. I'm like, ma'am, you don't know what it's like to have a penis because I woke up that morning. They were like, yeah, be ready by 10:15 so we can get there so that we can put this shit together. I was there. Let me back up. Before that, I was chilling with the boys that night. Washed the glasses off. We just talked. We all had a deep moment. Everybody's so like appreciative that they're in the position. We're all happy, giving each other pep talks. Have a drink together. Cheers, whatnot. Man, I'm like, cause I plan on having this thing we call messy brunch afterwards. And I was like, so who? Be honest with me. Who here is finna fuck something? And this man, Twan, the most quotable nigga I know, looks at me and says, my brother, look, puts his hand on my shoulder and looks me in my face and says, I ain't even got it with me. I left it back in PA. I said, what? He said, I left the spare there too. We all bust out laughing like, nigga, did you just say you left your dick back home?
First of all, if I remembered my dick, Twan, you should have remembered yours.
Nope. And this man said, nah, I'm on my best behavior. Niggas basically said they on their best behavior. I'm like, to be on your worst, I don't give a fuck. Because when it get down to it, I'm going to contemplate that marriage. I know I said the wrong word. It's a joke. But
It's a joke, people.
it's just a jokey joke. So the morning comes, right? They are doing their shit. I woke up stupid early. Like, there was no way. I wasn't anxious or anything. We all woke up kind of early. Like, we just couldn't sleep. And I don't know what it is about fucking hotel AC, but that shit works harder than anything in this existence. There is no reason that it should be on 70 and it feels like it's winter outside. I was in that bitch cold, but no one turned off the air.
So it's funny you say that because, like, all right, again, we talked about my hair being 4C, but I also sweat super easily. Like, I mean, I can sweat right now. I'm sweating right now, and I'm in my house, and I'm comfortable, and I'm still sweating. We had that AC turned down to 64 degrees.
Huh?
Yeah, it was cold in our room.
I'm
So I had to
amazed
make sure
y'all
I
didn't break
sweat.
y'all damn dresses with y'all nipples. Goddamn. I would have.
It was
Razor
crazy in
blades.
my room. I was like, I cannot wait until this fucking wedding is over so that I don't have to be cold. I was like, my hair just has to last till today. We also couldn't have sex because I would have sweated out my hair. So Chris was very upset about that.
Damn,
Like,
Chris,
no
keep
sex.
it in your pants. Maybe you should have left it at home. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Like I was saying. Um, fuck. What was it? All right. So we get there, right? And so I'm like, everyone's like, yo, we need to eat. I'm hungry. These are big niggas. You can't deny big niggas food for too long. They'll beat you up. And I was like, I'm not trying to get beat up. So eventually I caved in. I was like, let's go to Chick-fil-A. We all get to Chick-fil-A because it's like 8 in the morning when we leave. So
We're having a wonderful time. We had a charcuterie board and fruit and makeup artist and mimosas.
charcuterie.
Charcuterie. And it was
Charcuterie.
it was great. Like I had Jordan had a phenomenally relaxing morning.
Yeah, y'all suck dick because we
Trust didn't
didn't.
start until later, and I kept it all away from her. If somebody needed to talk about something, they called. I picked up the phone.
Bro, when I tell you that their morning was damn near opposite of ours, I was pissed because I was like, Mom, when you bring, my mom said, oh yeah, I'm gonna pack a basket. You know, y'all gonna have some fruit, some muffins, some shit like that, so y'all can eat. I'm like, cool. Aren't you coming to help us set up? And she was like, yeah, we'll do it afterwards. I'm like, that's not gonna work. So she sets up all the stuff when we're about to leave, but that's neither here nor there. So we're going to Chick-fil-A, and I'm like, let me get the car cleaned. It's supposed to be the getaway car. I already cleaned it, but let me give it a fresh wash real quick, just a quick rinse. So I go through the car wash. Tell me why we go through this car wash. You know, when you go through the car wash, there's usually a guy at the end who wipes off your windows, your tires, just gets the little driblets off. This nigga is sitting outside, just on the side of the road, next to his little cart with the towels in it. And I pull up next to him, and I look at him. And he looks at me, and then we all look at him, and we just stare. And I'm like, is he not gonna wipe my car? You know what? Fuck this. And I leave. And as I'm pulling out, go this way, turn, look both ways, see him still staring. I start to turn this way. He's still staring. I stop the car. I'm like, yo, do we need to get out and beat this nigga the fuck up? Because what is he still staring at us for? Like, first you don't wipe off my car. Now you're being mad disrespectful. It's 5 niggas in this car. It can get dirty real quick.
It can get crazy.
They was like, nah, just keep going. I was like, nah, because he... Nah, I was fucking mad. That being said... So we get back. As soon as we get back, we eat a little bit. My mom drops off the alcohol, but it's almost 10 o'clock. So we're like, all right, let's head downstairs. We get there. We have to set up everything, along with a few others. But then they're yelling at us like, oh, this needs to be here. This needs to be here. Your father is the messiest nigga ever. This shit was funny. Don't you know how, like, all the centerpieces had water in them? And, like, the rocks? He took the water hose table to table and just sprayed it in and would be dripping water, and they got mad at him. He's like, it's gonna dry off in the next 2 hours. I was like, that's not the point, but okay. So we set up everything, we get everything right, and then they're like, hey guys, it's like 12, almost 12:30. Y'all gonna leave? For like, we're about to leave now. We literally get in Heed's car, toss the waters out, like right at the foot of the tent, and peel off. I'm like, all right, it's going to take us it takes about 15, 20 minutes to get back to the hotel. We have to be at the wedding by 2, which means we have roughly 45-ish minutes to get dressed, to get there at the time we need to be there. So what I end up doing is I say, all right, what me and he are going to do is we're going to drop y'all off. He's going to get gas. Y'all figure out who's riding with who. I got to get the rest of the money for the DJ, and then I'm going to get dressed myself. So, team, break. And then go ahead.
So we are coming out of the hotel to leave, to go, because we've been, like, we don't know what's going on at the venue, but we know we can't get into the house until 1 o'clock. And it's about... maybe
it's about 12:45.
About 12:45. They pull up. We like, Jordan, get down! Because we didn't know where Greg was in everything. And we're, like, trying to hide Jordan. And I'm like, oh, he's in the car. They driving off. I was like, I don't know where they going, but we can pull off too. So we pulled off and we went to the venue to get dressed. This is when our day got stressful. So we're taking pictures in our robes and whatnot. We got everything in the venue, got everything upstairs. They have like this house for the bridal party to get dressed in.
And the lady comes. I want to pause real quick. I love the venue that we had. I really do. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
But I'm positive that was a slave plantation at one point in time. That shit looked like a big house. And you can't tell me different. Because the inside, I know, looked like it. Because I've been inside that bitch.
It does. It did look like a big house.
But continue.
It probably was. It was in Frederick, Maryland. Let's be real. She comes to Jordan. She's basically like, you know, you got to have everything out of the house before the ceremony starts. It is, I want to say 1:30. 1:30. We're still not in dresses yet. Granted, that won't take long because like our makeup is done, our hair is done. We just need to put the dress on. But Jordan's dress takes a little bit of time. And we're like,
I know.
How's those buttons, buddy?
Oh, you don't know how ready I was just to... Finished. Finito.
There's a zipper. And then
I unbuttoned every button before hitting that fucking zipper just so it would just... Whatever. Continue.
The buttons sucked because I had to do it with these. So you can only imagine. Actually, the nails help because I would hook it with the nails and I could get it around the button, and that's just how I did it for each one. But so we're like, now we're scrambling. People are throwing on dresses, trying to put all of their stuff that goes in the car downstairs, and like the stuff like our change of shoes, phones, and little stuff like that in a separate bag to give to my partner so they can have it at the ceremony so we can like have our things. Because we did not get dresses. Hey, if you get a bridesmaid's dress, get one with pockets. Pockets. Pockets.
Or have handbags be a part of the dress accessory.
Or that. Because shit, it was hard holding a bouquet and the vows and tissues. And yes, and I didn't have the ring. I gave it to Carly. So Carly had to hold her bouquet and the ring. It was hard. We had a lot of stuff to hold, and your hands are only so big. I mean, I got long fingers, but my hands are only so big. So we're scrambling to get the stuff, like get the stuff out the house, get Jordan in her dress, get our dresses on. We're coming downstairs. Oh, also there was this rule: if you had a stiletto, you had to put your shoes on outside because apparently it would mess up the floor. I don't fucking know. They had too many rules for me. Way too many rules.
You should see the contract.
When we got outside, my mother fell on the stairs. The stairs were like this. They're really cute. I hate the architects do it. I get why. They're like this cobblestone, the large cobblestone. So none of them are smooth. None of them are the same size. It is really hard to get tripped up on them. My mom tripped and fell and like hit her head. She had like a scratch. It was bleeding. Her head was throbbing. So I go into like, let's call it boss mode. Because the lady's like, oh, did you guys make sure you got the stuff out the house? I said, I need you to get me ice, a bandage, and water, please. Thank you. And she's like, but there's stuff in the house and the ceremony's about to start and we're about to... I said, I need you to get me ice, water, bandage. My mother just fell. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. And then she wanted to listen once I said that somebody fell. And I'm like, Chris, come here. Go get my dad. Kia comes up and is like, oh, we're about to tell the boys to go. I said, don't do that. I was like, tell them chill out. We got to figure out what's going on with my mom first. I don't even have on my shoes yet. I'm still in flippity floppities doing all of this. So now, while I'm waiting on the ice and the water, I'm trying to put my shoes on. Also, make sure we got everything out of the house. And, like, trying to make sure my mom's okay. She was fine. Of course, she was like, somebody give me some Tylenol and let's party. Like, the lady was like, you should go to the hospital. And my mom was like, I'm not doing that.
Do it need stitches? No. All right, I'm not going.
That
was her stance.
When I say that's exactly what happened, she had Jordan's mother come. She was like, oh, she's a nurse. She can look at it. She was like, do I need to go to... She was like, what do I look like? She was like, you're fine. She was like, there's a little bit of blood, but you're fine. She said, all right, great, let's go. So we lined up.
Now I take the story. So
yeah,
let's dial it back a bit. They zoom off, right? I get the monies. He picked me up. I'm like, all right, he... We're going to be the last to shower. We got to move. You go to your room. I go to my room. We meet up in the middle. So I had to wait for one person. So I almost shat myself because I had not literally. Not literally. I did not have to shit. I don't think I went to the bathroom all day actually, but I did not have to shit. So I almost shat myself because I opened my tux bag and my shirt isn't in there. I'm like, where's my shirt? I'm panicked. I'm flailing around. Where the fuck is my shirt? And then I see it. It's in the bottom of the bag. So I'm like, all right, I got to iron now. Fuck. So it just fell off the hanger and was just sitting in the bottom of the bag. So like I'm ironing. No one else needed to iron. Their shirts didn't fucking fall, but mine did. So I'm ironing while someone's in the shower. They finish in the shower. I finish ironing, hang it up, take a quick shower, rinse everything off, get my smell good on. First layer smell good because I was like, I'm gonna sweat this shit off because I sweat when I get dressed. Got my layers on, turned the AC down to 64. Finished getting dressed. I was like, all right, cool. I'm sweating. Put the last layer of smell good on. And then I was like, yo, check me out. Someone needed help. I was like, all right, everybody, we getting towels on the car. Grab the boutonnieres, or the corsages, whatever the fuck they are. And let's get in the car and just dip. So we get there. And I start getting call after. I got about 5 calls from TJ from when we got in the car to when we got there. He was like, they're wondering where you guys are at. They said the ceremony's supposed to start soon. Because he was staying at Airbnb watching Dean. He helped set up. He went there. His Airbnb was slightly closer. but he went there and came back, and he was there in about 20 minutes. No, 40 minutes. But like I said, we left at 12:30. It was a 20-minute drive there, a 20-minute drive back with no traffic. I got stuck in the traffic of people that were coming to see the wedding. So, that being said, it was about 20 minutes there, 30 minutes back. So 50 minutes overall, and we left at 12:50. We barely had time to get dressed
Yeah.
and get back. So like they're calling us like, "Where y'all at? Why y'all taking so long?" I'm like, "Stop calling us. We didn't finish setting up until 12:30. Y'all all know this. Y'all got to be patient. We are going to be there before 2. We all pull up. Niggas basically was hopping out their cars before they were parked. People trying to say, "Oh, Greg, you look so nice. Thanks. Gotta go." Someone was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you guys. The wedding about to start." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be an asshole, but I can't talk right now. I gotta go."
Gotta go to the wedding.
No, no bullshit. And someone was like, and I talked to them later. I'm like, "I'm sorry I had to say that to you." They're like, "No, no, no. You were in a rush, and I understand." I'm like, "Cool, as long as you know." But we get lined up. We haven't even taken our pictures. Because remember, we were supposed to take pictures too in the bar room. So we had all our glasses, and like while we're getting ties together, Mario's taking a couple of pictures of that, like me putting ties on, boutonnieres on, and then I'm like, all right, let's get a couple. And we took the bottle of tequila from the the bar, and we opened that. We took a couple pictures of it, a couple of pictures. He put the ring over it and shit like that. And by the time, luckily our mom fell, so then we got our pictures in. You know, happy accident. God knew what he was doing. Um, but we got our pictures in, and then like right when we got done, took the quick shot. Everybody lined up, and they kept asking me. I had to set this straight. During what was it called? During our setup, the niggas kept asking me, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" Nigga, I'm the one that got on my knee, spent my money on a ring, turned in my favorite car, live with it, chose this woman. Ask me again. Ask me again. I say, look, as my groomsman, I need y'all to understand. I cannot hear, "Are you ready?" anymore. It's not making me anxious. It's just making me mad. Stop asking. It's the same answer it was yesterday. And they like, "Oh yeah, we just making sure you wasn't getting cold feet." Why would you ask a question like that if I have cold feet? So I can run? But they was like, "All right, cool." So we start hearing music playing. We see my mom, pop go down, bet. All right. I was like, "All right, everybody
Pause.
tighten up. Let's get this shit."
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
The lady, I don't know. The lady at the venue really got on my nerves. She worked me. She worked me. She was like, I don't know how the fuck she learned TJ's name, but she was like, "He's supposed to be with the groom. He's supposed. What's going on?" I'm like, first of all, why are you so concerned? Why are you so concerned? None of us are concerned. All of us look like, nice, this is great. And you're the one panicking, only one panicking, white lady. He has to walk down, mama. It is fine. We all know. Everybody's cool.
Everything's
Relax,
going
white
according to
lady.
plan, Miss White Lady.
Please sit down somewhere. I don't know how much everybody else is used, like how much you're used to helping, but we really don't need you to help. We got it. We just need you to sit, relax. Go in the house and watch your show or something. We got it. Continue.
So he runs back up. Our song plays. We start walking down, have our moment. It's beautiful. We look good. Bent over there talking. "Oh my god, my brother's getting married.
So
I
cute. I
can't
couldn't help
believe
it.
it." That's literally all I can hear as I start walking. I get down there, you know, I get my round of applause because we did a groom walk. So like all my mans went. Then Twan, make sure I'm good, straighten my tie, make sure my thing kept flipping, so he had to actually flip it and make sure it was the right way. So make sure I was good. I was like, "Are you ready? All right, let's do this." He goes, gets his moment, best man moment, and then I go. Right as the song ends, I stop, and then they all make their way down, and then here
Walking,
comes the bride.
walking down those fucking steps
Y'all
is
almost fell
fucking
a
good.
lot. I saw it. Y'all
We
all
should have
were.
practiced
None of
this.
y'all were fucking looking straight. Y'all were
No,
all like
we was
this.
all looking. Well, so Daria and Carly's dress ended up being a little bit too long. They thought their heels would have been, because of course we wanted them long, but they thought their heels were going to be long enough to pull them off the ground. But Daria is short, but Carly is tall, so that was the weird part about her dress feeling like
Carly's
it was
not
too
tall. She
long.
just has really long legs.
Huh. Maybe that's what it is. So like they like had to we had to figure out how they could hold their dress up so they wouldn't step on it, but also hold the bouquet and walk. So once we kind of figured all of that out, it was still hard to walk because like literally those stairs were dangerous. And apparently I was standing in the way of Jordan and nobody could see her on y'all side, on our family side. And I was like, no, like you just need to take a step back. A step back where? I was on the edge of my steps. There was no back to go. I would be on the next step. And they were like, it looked like you had more space. I was like, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry.
So,
We
continue.
sat y'all so you could see Greg.
Continuing the wedding, Jordan comes down. She looks beautiful. People kept asking me like, "Did you see this and this and this?" Apparently, Carly was crying like 50% of the time, boo-hooing.
The moment Jordan started walking, she was tapping me for a tissue. I was like, damn, oh, okay, already? I'm sorry.
It was
Instant tears.
so. A lot of other people started crying when Jordan walked too. There was a lot of watery eyes. So it was really funny because when she finished getting down, or when she, as soon as I could see her, I locked onto her, and I couldn't hear shit. Like I told everybody, shut the fuck up, because my grooms were making jokes the whole time. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. They're like, all right, cool. So, and then Joe was asking me, did you see this? Notice this? I'm like, I didn't see anything but you. And I thought that was sweet, but she kind of just brushed over him like, you know what? Fuck you. Because I'm being sweet right now and honest. I was locked in. Things went silent. I heard the music and saw you. That's it. And once she got down there, I didn't take my eyes off her. She looked amazing. She looked beautiful. I loved her hair. I loved her dress. Um, I didn't see anything. I didn't see any other face and hear any other voices. None of that.
I know. We're going to get to that part. We're
Oh, you
going to
talking
get to
about?
that
Oh,
part.
so Joyce. So we on this was completely improvised, and this is very much our relationship. What ended up happening was he was like, "Who wants to read their? They've written their own vows. Who wants to read their vows first?" And I was like, she was like, I was like, you go ahead, go first, because she told me she wanted to go first before. It's like, no, I want you to go first, because mine are better. I'm like, rock paper scissors. It was, fuck it, get up there and really play rock paper scissors for it. She goes first, um, and she got very emotional and began to
Instant.
cry. However, I, being the gentleman that I am, had a tissue.
Fuck him. I was ready. I was on my maid of honor duties. I had, because I didn't want to give her a tissue so she wouldn't mess up her makeup, I had Q-tips and you were supposed to look up and dab yourself. I was ready. I had a whole thing of them. I had them hidden in my bouquet. I was killing it. I had on heels on these fucking steps that I told y'all about. I got to Jordan.
No, you didn't.
Like, I'm like,
You were a
how
half. You were a step and a
dare
half away.
I was like, how dare you be prepared and not tell me? I'd have just stayed where I was at. My feet were on fire.
So she read her vows. She cried at the whole beginning. She calmed down and was able to finish them. Apparently, beyond a certain point, people did not hear her.
No one heard her vows, which is funny because I was like, oh, they were beautiful. I cried. I
I
really
heard
loved
them.
Jordan's vows.
And then she had some jokes in there. She said some beautiful things. Then I told my vows and kept moving. And then
I saw you.
once everything else was all said and done, we jumped the broom. We wanted to keep that tradition going. We have a very nice broom her mother made for us. And we processed out. Then came more stress. And I'm talking about pictures. Because at that point in time, everyone's supposed to go to cocktail hour. You know, they chill, they eat food, they drink. TJ got real mad at someone because they were over where we were, and they're like, "Hey, are the beers over here?" And he's like, "I'm like, yeah, there should be some over there." He's like, "Yeah, can you get me one?" TJ was ready to kirk out on this man right after that because he was pissed. He was like, "That's the groom. This is his day, him and his wife's day. Why are you asking him to get you a beer? Who are you?" I busted out laughing when he said that. It's like, who are you?
It was a little frustrating because it's like obviously like go over to the hour area, like we're trying to take pictures and
He
we
got
know
two
y'all
warm
want
ass beers, I tell you that.
I know y'all want to take pictures of the bride and the groom and blah blah blah, but like let us do our thing so we can get back to the shits. And the bridesmaids were already like really uncomfortable because those like standing in heels on those stairs was worse than we thought it was gonna be. It was really bad. Like we were sitting. My feet were swole swole. afterwards. And then I don't know if you noticed, Mama had a sugar low.
No.
So yeah, so we had a couple seats close to the seating area for like
For the
our
older
elder.
people, let's be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
who
for the
can't
older.
like
Yeah.
walk across the venue to where the place was.
Yep.
It wasn't far, but it was for crippled and older people. It was going to be a decent walk. So we
And
had
our
like
grandmother is,
6 or 7 chairs set up.
yeah, our grandmother is handicapped, so she couldn't like she wouldn't have walked that. Had to walk there and then walk back. That's a lot on her. So, but she ended up from sitting in the sun having a sugar low, and luckily the bar was right there, so it's plenty of juice
Right.
to to get that sugar back up. Um, Pictures were nice though. Like I felt like I don't want to like discredit y'all photographer. Shout out to Uncle Moji.
No, he was. So he's not new. He's just young, right? Uncle
Yeah, he's
Moji's
just
got
young,
years under the belt,
years in the game.
and
But he's
get
like, oh, you should.
he was like, take this shot. He was like, yo, I'm learning so much. Like he was like, take this shot, do this shot. Like even when we were taking our pictures over at the bar room, he was like, I got an idea. Let's do this. He took the ring box, he put it on top of my glass. So it was like the ring was like glowing on top of my glass and freshly polished and shit. He's like, I would have never thought of that. Like it was a lot of shit he was doing.
He did, yeah, he did a few for them. He's like, oh, what do you think about this? And he wasn't like just telling him. He's like, what do you think about this? Like he was very much mentoring him, but it was like a cool moment to see.
Yeah.
Now, and I will give him another shout out is that he worked with the bridesmaids because he knew our feet were on fuck fire. He was like, all right. He was like, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take it from this angle, and I just want y'all to turn y'all body, and it's going to be a completely new picture. But I'm going to take it from this angle, and then y'all are done. And we were like, thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to sit down.
So yeah, we rushed through the pictures. Joy was getting agitated because everyone kept like that needed to take a picture wasn't where they needed to be, or other shit would go on, like family members who like our parents or grandparents weren't where they needed to be. So we did that, and then we had we came in. We got announced. The wedding party came into the party. Y'all had y'all little dance. I saw it on someone's video.
That's what I was like. So it sucked that Greg and Jordan didn't get to see me and Twan's dance. So me and Twan, we did the dance from Love Don't Cost a Thing. Greg has never seen it.
Nope, I've never seen Love Don't Cost a Thing.
But the dance is iconic. So like once we did it, everybody like died. We were like, yeah, we did that.
And then we came in as niggas. We got introduced as the G's. They came in to where the party at. And you know what we came into? On deck. Yeah.
Real niggas.
So that's how we came in. Had a lot of fun with that. Went right into the first dance, and we had a little bit of difficulties. So when we practice it at our first dance was to Get You by Daniel Caesar. Funny thing, my parents didn't realize how nasty of a song that was until like our 8th time practicing, and we practiced every weekend for like 6 weeks, or 3 months. So they're like, this song nasty. I'm like, ain't it?
That ain't it.
But what we practiced was at that part where it picks up after the girls part. It was almost coordinated. It was more of just a feel the flow type of thing. But when we got down to it, the feel the flow type of thing ended up being like 4 movements. It was supposed to be out, light, out this way, spin me, spin her, come back together, separate all around the field, and then come back for one last spin and get close. That's what it was supposed to be. But she couldn't spin in her dress because she didn't feel comfortable, and I was like, I'm not going to make you do it. And like, if you look at the wedding video, you can see me talking to her. I was like, don't do it if you don't feel comfortable. And she's like, all right, I don't feel comfortable. I was like, all right, cool. Let's just keep moving. So it still looked nice. People enjoyed it. My dad, always the hype man, hyped us up the whole time.
Who gave that man a mic? Who said this is a good idea?
Everybody loves our fucking dad. I hope to be that dad one day that's like, your dad's so fucking I know I'm going to be that dad, actually. That's going to be me.
I'm like, who gave daddy a mic? Lord.
But, oh, fun fact, our dad doesn't even drink. So, like, he just hype as fuck. Hype as fuck, goofy, him. Everybody getting drunk. He's just him. Sober as hell. Just having fun.
Yeah.
But we did our dance, and then we had technical difficulties because me being a dumb silly pants, I edited the music myself for the mother-son dance and the father-daughter dance. I did that myself on my computer using Adobe. I never sent it to the DJ because I sent it to my mom and Jordan so that they could have their input, edit it, sent it back to them. They told me it was good the day of, and then the night of, I'm like, fuck, I didn't send. I was giving him the music for like the intros and stuff, and I realized at that moment when we were ready to go into my dance with my mom, like I didn't send him the music. And I was like, is there any way you can do this? He's like, I might have a cord here. And then we hooked up dually speaker because we thought that would be loud enough. But then
It
my dad just
wasn't.
put the
But we
mic.
put
It
the
wasn't, but my dad put the mic next to it. So then that worked out. A couple people, my mom almost cried. She's seen this dance. We've done this dance together a
she
million
almost
times. And she was ready to fucking cry. I was like, man, you all sentimental and shit.
It
But
was cute. It was really cute.
everyone else started crying. And then her daddy daughter dance. People tried to give her the trophy, but I'm like, that's cheating. Y'all dance was like mad easy, but whatever. They
So
had
she had
that.
it.
It was nice, and
It was
then
nice.
we went right into the party. And from then on out, it was the same shit. Every time I went by the bar, whether it was to get a drink of water, tell someone hello, I took about 3 to 4 shots, mixed drinks and drinks in between. Did my little tour, saying hello to people. Everybody loved my fucking parents, both of them. They wanted to drink with my mom and hang out with my dad.
Chris and our mom was drinking, taking shots together. My mom got her a whole bottle of Verdi so she could drink champagne. It was buddied up. I was like, "Who are you? Who is
Oh
this
yeah,
woman?"
like people got pictures with my mom, with Joy's mom. They're like, I got pictures with your mom. I took shots with your mom. Carla was so excited to say she has a brother. I was like, oh yeah.
I got two sisters.
I got a younger sister. I've always wanted a younger sibling, so I'm
I
happy.
always wanted, yeah, I always wanted a sister, so I got it. A younger sister. I have
Yeah,
older
I
ones.
love Carly. She's like definitely like a little sister. But we had a lot of fun. Everyone had a great time. Said the decor was beautiful. Everyone was happy to be there. Thank God there was no drama. There could have been, but there was no drama, and I'm happy for that.
Thank goodness.
And had a nice sparkler send off, and then we ended up going out because the wedding was
Wait,
from
you
2.
contemplated to 8, but you contemplated your marriage.
I contemplated the fuck out of my marriage, and then so
Yeah.
the wedding was only from 2 until 8, right? Because that's how long we had the venue booked. However, afterwards, people were like, "Yo, I still want to go out." People were still a little intoxicated. They're like, "Let's go to Fridays." So we went to Fridays. We talked with people, had a great time, just really communal. And then the
Yeah.
next morning we had what I was
Those
gonna
people
call.
sleeping the Fridays,
Oh fuck yeah, yeah. Tony
knocked out.
Tony was knocked. So what ended up happening is after that we went to brunch the next day. That was a little messy,
Oh,
funny.
so when we got back from Fridays, a lot of our family, like who didn't go, like older family who didn't go, were all in the lobby of the hotel. Were they still down there when y'all got back? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, you guys should sit with us." I said, "I'm gonna go consummate their marriage."
Yeah,
and
you.
and I went upstairs. I was like, "I ain't fooling with y'all, cause y'all gonna have me up and drunk more." They
I
was
definitely
down.
got
They
it.
were
I
up.
got like 2 drinks while I was at the bar. So yeah.
They was down and up.
So we went to brunch the next morning. That was nice. We expected 30, but only like 15 came out.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people ended up saying like they had work or they had to go back. So I was like, cool, whatever. Because that was Friday, by the way. So
Yeah. Brunch was
after,
really nice. They had the whole like that whole like
yeah, yeah,
covered
yeah, yeah.
terrace.
Because I told him it was going to be like in between 20 and 30 people. It was 15, so I was close enough. But they said, we'll just give you the whole outdoor section. And I was like, bet. So we did that. We all had a great time. Everybody kind of went their separate ways after that. We went back to my house because we were chilling, counted all the gifts and the monies and went through all that. Then Saturday, it was Memorial Day
Us.
celebration at my parents'
Yeah.
house.
We went to the movies. We have some movie
Right, right,
reviews.
right, right.
We'll do
So
movie reviews in the
yeah, we'll
next
do it.
one. We'll just
We
say
we
what
saw
we
two
think.
different movies, but she saw the movie I saw. But
Yeah.
we went to the movies. I forgot about that. I didn't want to see The Little Mermaid. I learned from seeing The Lion King. It's the same movie. I'm glad that Halle has that role.
I,
Congratulations to her. I
I
heard she did
felt
amazing.
it's a little
But
better than the last one.
my point is, I fell asleep during The Lion King, and I wasn't trying to do that again. So I was like, I'm gonna go see what am I gonna see? Oh, Guardians 3. I was like, I'm gonna go see Guardians 3.
Yep.
This shit gonna bang. And oh my god, it fucking did. But we'll get to that review because I'm pretty sure you saw Guardians 3 as well too, right?
And I'm caught up on Spider-Verse. We have 3 movies to
Bet
we
that,
have a
bet that,
long
bet that,
night.
bet
We have a
that.
long night ahead of us.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. So we continue to the weekend, right? So we all saw our
Hmm.
movie. We get back. We're all kind of tired. We just go to sleep. I just went to sleep. I think I played video games for a little bit and went to sleep. After that, Saturday was supposed to be our Memorial Day weekend celebration with my family.
Yep.
Um, so we went to our parents' house to eat crabs after spending most of the day in bed. So
My
we
partner
went
got crabs for the first time.
we went over there. That was a great time. But the main thing we planned on doing was having like a game night afterwards.
Yep.
TJ brought over Secret Hitler. I brought a couple games, brought some Switch games, and I finally got to crack open my One Piece Monopoly. I was on the grill as well. I'm like, damn, 2 days no husband, and y'all making me do this much husband shit? That's crazy.
Just
That's
crazy.
crazy. I was on the grill, grilling it up. But we were there until almost 2 a.m. playing Monopoly. We started at probably like 12, but
We started Monopoly late.
this game, it was our last game. But this game was the funnest game of Monopoly I played because we read the rules again because none of us have played it in forever. And turns out you can auction things off after. So after the first go around, things become available for purchase, right? So that being said, you can auction it off if someone doesn't want to buy it. That was the
Uh-huh.
most fun. That was so fun because in the beginning, no one realized like auctioning this thing is not that bad, right? That's what we all thought. Until it got down later when you're like, damn, this nigga done bought 2 things off auction for the cheaper price, and I need those 2 things. It's like,
Yep.
what are you willing to trade for those 2 things?
We was trading, wheeling, dealing, selling.
I was giving niggas safe passages because I owned half the like a quarter of the board.
Greg owns this big block. He owned one whole side of the board. Like you go on that side,
You
you
paying me, and it was double houses and hotels. So
it was
you was paying a pretty penny. So it was like, look, I landed on your square. I'm broke right now. No harm, no foul. You landed mine. You get a pass. Tell you what. And niggas was like, I will fucking take that shit.
because if you landed on Greg's shit, it was like $1,000.
Oh
A
yeah, ain't
thousand
no one have
dollars.
$1,000 anymore. We was getting broke. It was crazy.
We were broke. We was like, I got a couple hundo.
I got a
You
couple
have
hundo. I was like, you know
property.
what? Keep your hundo. Give me your railroads. I did shit like that. Like I was just like, give me more property. Worst comes to worst, I just traded back, and that's what kept happening essentially.
Yeah, the
I
game
say
was
the
fun that
G's
way.
won because me and Joy both had 11 properties. She had a little bit more money than me, but my properties I think added up to more because I had more hotels and whatnot on them. So
Yeah, because it's Chris's fault. Because Chris, instead of having my back on the low, was throwing me under the bus. I was like, that's crazy. Like, how could you work with me here? I was like, I even said, I was like, I'll do that thing you like.
and she was
I
like,
didn't
no,
do.
no trading sexual favors for monopoly money, nigga.
Guess who never got the thing they liked.
Okay, sucks for them. But guess what? You played a fair game of Monopoly and lost. But
Man.
we had a great time. Then the next day was Sunday. I don't know what the fuck I did Sunday. I don't even remember.
We did something. What did we do? We left on Sunday.
Yeah, y'all left, but I don't think I did anything. I think I just chilled in the house. And then
Yep.
Monday, I went out. So Shawnice, Jenna, and Darren texted everybody, made a group chat of basically all of my friends that were at the wedding, and said, hey, Monday, Memorial Day, let's go out to Fells. Let's have some fun. Right? I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. I took off for
Hmm.
Tuesday, so I was like, fuck it, I can do this. We got downtown. I saw some friends I haven't seen in a long time. I saw everyone I just saw. I was ready to get lit. I'm like, let's fucking do this shit. So we get down to Fells. My friend Diallo, swole ass nigga, can drink his ass off. He's like, let's do the rainbow challenge. I said, what's that? He said, you gotta have a red, a green, a yellow, a blue, and a violet. I said, bet. I told Twan this. He's like, we gotta have shots in between. I said, bet, say less, easy. I told Twan this. Twan's like, I'm not taking shots. I still supposed to go to work and like we left out and got there. We met up around like I think 7 o'clock. But he was like, I got work tomorrow, so no matter what, I can't be out too late. He was. Spoiler alert. He's like, I'm not taking shots in between, but I'll do a full Roy G. Biv. I said, what? He said, I'm gonna do red, orange, yellow, green, what, blue, violet, indigo?
It's violet, so blue.
Indigo violet? Yeah, Biv. Indigo violet? I said, bet. You know what? I'm going to do it with you. And I'm going to do the shots. So, yeah, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I got all the way to green. No. Shot one, red drink, right? I see he's on orange because he's just drinking the drinks. He's like, I'm on orange, chugs it down. Fuck. Get my orange drink. Get my next shot because it's a shot before each color. Shot orange. He's like, I just finished yellow, bro. What are we doing? Like, we going to the bar? I'm like, damn, you niggas is still on red. These niggas is still on red. I'm like trying to keep up with him. So I drink my orange, take a shot, and like, give me the yellow. Take the yellow. And I'm like, all right, let's head to the next bar. Head to the next bar. That one was cool. It's called Riptide. They have amazing calamari if you ever go to Fells Point. Riptide. So I'm starting my green there, right? Mm-hmm. But I got something that was blue, so I just skipped green, went to blue, and I was like, I'll come back to it. Took a shot, took a drink. There was a guy in a shark suit. Everybody's starting to get drunk. Twan's like, I'm already done green and blue. I only got to do purple. So we go to our next bar after a little bit. He gets his purple. He's done. I'm like on green. This nigga couldn't mix a drink to save his fucking life. It tasted disgusting. I tried to force my way through it. I couldn't. I had to throw up. So I run to the back. I don't run. I casually like, I gotta piss. I earled in that bitch. Calm too. Threw up, wiped my face, cleaned it off, went back, finished the drink. Took another shot. I'm like, all right. I got what? I got violet left, right? I got violet left. I got one color left. I say, yo, can you make me a purple drink? Because I was like, I would just get 2 purple drinks from 2 different places. Take the shot. And then between that, I had about 3 other shots. Like it was a green tea shot, a lemon drop, 2 green teas and a lemon drop. And then I also got this 100 proof tequila shot, which is 50% alcohol. But I took that too. I get the purple drink. Once again, this nigga can't mix a drink to save his fucking life. It tasted like shit. I didn't finish that. I drank like 2 sips and just pushed it back. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. I went to the other bar and got my last drink. But everyone's pretty drunk right now. Joy, Twan, and Darren disappeared. I'm like, where the fuck did these niggas go? Call Joy, like, we went back to the first place. They're the only place for food and the only place with the kitchen open. I corral everybody. We go back to place number 1. Honey Obey wings waiting for me with my wife, goddammit.
That's wifey right there.
That's right there. Her. So everybody else start eating. We start dancing. Stroll songs come on. We stroll a little bit. I get some pizza because I'm drunk at this point. But I called an Uber out there because I was like, I'm not driving shit. If I'm going out to Fells on Memorial Day, I'm going to do the responsible thing and get drunk. I'm like, I could have drove home, but I'm like, I don't want to even have to force myself to think or keep my eyes open. Right. So at a certain point, it's getting kind of late. People start to leave out. I'm like, all right, the G's are heading out. And Twan's like, all right, I'm heading out with you because he parked his car at my house. He's like, I'm going to go get it. He's like, it's cool if I crash at y'all place until I got to go work. I'll just go to work from your house. I'm like, bet, say less. Then someone says, can I go too? I'm like, sure, it's fine if you crash. So they crash at my place. I crash at my place. And then I just went to sleep. I don't even think I'd like tried to contemplate my marriage again. I just went to sleep. You feel me? I woke up. Twan's like, yo, can I borrow a shirt? I gave him a shirt. He thought he could fit my large shirt. That man's an extra large at the best, at the easiest. So like, he said, I was at work, shirt sleeves up here, tight. You can see my nipples through the shirt. I was like, God damn. This man went to work probably almost 2 hours late. Because when he left, he was already supposed to be at work for an hour. And it was about an hour drive. I'm like, he got there 2 hours late. But he did overtime that day. And his boss didn't count him against him. So he's in the clear.
Go ahead.
In the fucking clear. Shawnice left probably at like an hour or so after. And then me and Joey just went back to sleep. And then I just chilled all that day and played the game all that day. Because I was like, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm lying my ass off. I did not do that. I ended up going to fucking Home Depot and putting handles in all my kitchen cabinets because them bitches ain't have it. I was a working man that fucking day. I'm pissed at that.
Only took a year.
Yeah, it only took me a fucking year to do it, right? A year and a fucking ring. So, yeah, I did that. That's the man shit I did. Then I played the game for the rest of the day. Lucky us, when we went to what's that place called? Lowe's. We've always wanted this Philips Playbox thing, and it's lights that
Oh,
you
I
put around your
saw it.
TV, and it like makes it glow, and it follows the whatever's on the TV and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But just the playback's like $200, and then everything else like another 300, damn near. There was a kit by another company. It was 140. I'm like, let's do it. It's a TV set. It comes with the two bars and the lights that go around your TV. Fuck it, let's get it. It was on sale for $100.
Yeah, I seen it. It's dope as fuck.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
dope.
If you watch any
It's dope.
colorful movie, like I can't wait to watch Mario on that shit when it's like free.
You watch Coco on it?
I have not watched Coco on it. We watched Shark Tales on it.
Oh, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna watch some movies on there. And then after that, I can get a little bit into my week after the wedding shit. This is gonna be a quick one. In the 2 weeks following that up until now, like a couple of my friends have been hitting me up about like how much they really want to hang, how much they really enjoyed the time we had together as friends, at these things, and I'm like, led me to want to do something. I wanted to do this for a while since before it got warm out, but now I'm really gonna do it. And like me and Joy have been taking the initiative steps to make sure it comes to fruition. We want to start it in July,
Mm-hmm.
and every second. So like you remember Cafe Tuesdays, right?
Yep.
Every like what was it, first Tuesday of the month, we used to go to our aunt's house as a family. It didn't matter what it was. We would either order food, someone made food, and we just sit together, talk. They talk about auxiliary business, but the kids were able to see each other, just have fun as cousins, and it was a calm, cool, collected place. No drama, not really any drama, just family seeing each other frequently.
Right.
So I was like, let's do something like that. She's like, and I originally wanted to do it on Tuesday, so it's like a middle of the week type deal. Doesn't have to be too crazy. But then I was like, but let's be able to cancel it to go do stuff on the weekend together, right? Joe was like, I think that defeats the purpose, and I agreed.
Right.
So what we ended up deciding was it's going to be every second Friday. We hang out with our friends. I forgot the name we chose. I think it was like House G, or something like
Okay.
that. Some shit like that. And like if it's at someone else's house, it'll be house them.
Right.
Some shit like that. But basically every 2 weeks we come over, we'll kind of plan it out. Not every 2 weeks. Every second Friday of the month, we'll have something here. It's open to the friends, but only the
Right.
friends we really care about. We don't want any random nigga just showing up. But like but like it's more of an open invitation type deal where it's like you can come, you can not come. But here's what we will be doing on Friday night.
Right.
And on this Friday night, and it'll be like a set thing, like, oh, we're gonna be drinking and getting fucked up this night, or oh, it's gonna be a game night, or oh, it's a movie night. Like
Right.
wintertime movie nights are gonna be fucking dope, and it'll be like,
That is.
oh, yeah, oh, it's a movie night, come over, bring this and this, and we'll chill out, and it still allows us to have the availability to do shit on the weekends and see each other, because like I ended up going to lunch with Jenna last week, and we had a nice long talk. We was out for like 3 hours just talking, chilling.
Mm.
Got to talk with Dooley during the wedding. He's, just been able to talk to me. Needed someone to talk to. Been talking to a lot of people lately. Just really having sit down conversations. Like people like I really just needed this, and I'm like, yeah, I needed it too.
Yeah.
And it just gives everyone a chance to like just have that normal friend time. You feel me? You're an
Yeah.
adult. It's hard to be around your friends. So
Yeah. Schedules don't always mix, all that stuff.
right.
Trust me, I get it.
And with it being a constant day, niggas, I'm not gonna say niggas will formulate around it, but niggas know that's a constant thing. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You gonna be at House G next weekend? Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I haven't been in a little minute, but like, I'm gonna show up.
Right.
Like, it gives niggas the chance to do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's been just about everything. Work's
What'd
been a
you do
pain in the
last
dick.
weekend?
Last weekend, I don't know.
Yeah. Got one more weekend.
I
You
don't
went
know,
to,
bro.
you ripped your pants like SpongeBob.
This past weekend. So, this past weekend, yeah, this past weekend, I saw Into the Spider. I think I saw. No, that was last Friday. I saw
I
it
saw
the.
that like
I saw it the Friday it came out.
Friday it came out. Yeah.
So the Friday it
Yeah.
came
Okay.
out, I got us tickets like the day before, and they were really good fucking seats. That's the main reason we didn't pod that week. 'Cause I got our tickets. No, I got it on Thursday.
We got them on. We all went Thursday night. That's why
Yeah,
we
I
didn't
got
pod.
tickets Thursday night
Literally, we
into
just hopped off
Friday.
the pod and they went. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like starting the pod, and I was like just looking up tickets because the site wasn't working before, and I got tickets to it. And I went to go see it Thursday night. It came out Friday. I'm like, let's go. So I saw it fucking first out of my friend group. I was like, nigga, this movie's fucking fire.
Fucking fire.
But but this weekend, all I really did was go to the bounce house, and then Sunday, I don't think I did anything. Yeah, I
You're
didn't
at a
do anything.
cookout.
Huh?
Told you. You're at a cookout.
Cookout,
You had a
cookout,
graduation party.
cookout. Oh yeah. I went to my man's graduation party on Sunday, but after that,
I
I
know
just
more
chilled
about
out.
his weekends than him.
Huh?
I know more about your weekends than
Yeah,
you.
I honestly forget a lot of shit that goes down because I have been so busy and there's so many things that go on in my life. It's like hard to keep track of every fucking thing. Even as weekends pass, like I literally write everything down on my phone. Like I have my entire calendar. Like me and Joey tell
Y'all booked
people
all
we are
summer.
booked for the next month because
Yep.
like
Y'all booked all summer.
yup, all summer until
Yep.
August I'm booked. I'm, and that's crazy to say. Like I have something going on every fucking weekend, all of
No.
August. Whether it's here, whether it's there, whether it's everywhere, nigga, it's something. So
Yeah. Same. I'm pretty busy the next upcoming month. I think the only weekend I don't have anything is not this weekend coming, but next weekend, and I'm pretty sure me and Chris will probably try to go down to Tampa that weekend to go to what's that park called? That's in Tampa. What's that place called in Tampa? Um Chicago.
well,
So after the wedding, I came back here. Me and Chris basically got ready for our week. We went grocery shopping. My roommate moved out. Um,
all of them.
all of them, yeah, they all moved out. So we have the house to ourselves again. Well, we never really had the house to ourselves, but like she wasn't here all the time. But now, like we really have, like we have all our space back. Like it's different, good different, but different. Um, we just got ready for the week because we knew like getting back to work and stuff was gonna suck. So we went grocery shopping. I cooked on the grill, and then yeah, then we just tackled the week. That weekend though, we deep cleaned the house because my mom was coming Monday, and I went out to get drinks with my two friends who live down here, Joe and Bex. We were at lunch dinner for 5 hours. Like we got there at 4, we left at 9 something. And we just spent the time like catching up. Joe was like in India and then was in Italy. Rebecca did the
I
Disney
follow her. I
cruise.
saw.
Yeah, did the Disney cruise. So like we had so much to talk about. And then I had the wedding and stuff. I mean, look how long we've been talking just about the past couple weeks. So we have a lot to catch up on and talk about. And we talked about work and all that other stuff because I've been having some drama at work. But I'm that bitch, so I got it taken care of. It really wasn't drama. It was just people questioning my intelligence because I'm young and they're old.
Tell them to respect your authority.
Basically,
Respect my authority.
because I'm in a higher position than them, and so it was interesting for them to have to eat their words.
Oh,
It's
I
fine.
get that all the time at work. Niggas be like, "Yeah, how old are you?" 24. What? Yeah.
Yeah, and I look younger than I am. So like most people like at the job, especially when I got hired, they didn't know that like I'm a project coordinator. Like I'm not just like a design staff. Like I'm
I'm
a
not one
coordinator.
of these young niggas on the job. I'm the
Right.
boss. Y'all hear that? It's me,
Me.
Barry.
It's me, Barry.
I'm a fix
So
my soundboard. I'm gonna do that this week so I can actually be hitting those sounds. You'll never hear them, but I will.
then my mom got here on Monday. Super excited. So Tuesday, me and her went to Hollywood Studios and we had a great time. I got her to wear some ears, and I wore my new ears, which I will show you guys now. Because I'm gonna show a pair of ears every. So these are my 100th anniversary animation ears. It's 100 years of animation. That's these ears. They're silver, and I have a popcorn bucket that matches them. Got it. So I can get this refilled. Everybody and all of their fancy stuff. Oh wait, you got see. Yeah,
It's crazy that
super cute.
Goofy's a dog, but so is Pluto.
Yeah, it's so weird. Um, so We did that. Then we went to the wine room. My mom loved the wine room.
It
I
looked
think I've
like
talked to.
fun. She said, I need them to franchise that shit. I said,
She's like,
okay.
I'm a franchise. She said, I'm a franchise this. She got to try, like, you go and you get a card and you load money onto the card, and on ladies' night they double it. As long as you spend a minimum of $20, they'll double it, so you can get $40. And they have these wine dispenser machines, so you put your
That's
card in
crazy.
and you can dispense
Why they ain't never
a
got men's
taste.
night?
As y'all don't come out like that. It was plenty of men's in there
Bullshit.
trying to get the women's. Well, see, now that I'm older, I see more men drinking wine, but like young men don't. But the
No,
young
they
girls
don't.
do.
But guess what? That's a 30-year-old man thing. And I bet you women still gonna flood for the silver foxes that's coming in there. Damn, this is
Oh,
some good ass
it
wine.
was
I might
it
have
was
to
some
pair
guy
this
trying
with
to
some
holler at
dinner.
my mama, and I was like, "She's married. Y'all back off, sir. Back off."
I can't wait for
Um,
bras to try to holler at me because I'm married. Aha! I have a wife, ma'am. You harlots.
you harlot.
Oh, I can't wait to use harlots in public. Oh my god. I'ma really ruin someone's fucking day.
But like it was like a girl celebrating her 21st there. So like young girls go there thinking they know wine. They just drink all the Moscato up. So as long as you don't not as long as you're not a big sweet wine person, they won't be in your way.
That's
They
me.
were in my way.
It's me, Mary. It's
So
me.
you get like a taste of wine, like you can do like a sample taste, and that's like $1.50 to $3, depending on like the expense of the wine. You can do a half a glass of wine, which is anywhere between $3 and maybe $6.50, depending on the wine. And then you can do a full glass, which is anywhere between $9 to about $12 a glass. So you can do a full glass for about $12. So you can get pretty drunk on $40 and try a whole bunch of wines. And it's like me and Chris go all the time. Like it's one of our thing. Like we try to do date nights often, but it's really close to work, so it's really convenient for us to do that happy hour. Um, go to put $40 on one, like 20, and then they give me 44 on the cards. The lady's like, "This card has a balance of $73." I said, "Excuse me." I said, "So I didn't need to put money on that card, is what you told me, lady." But I got it down to $8. So
It's a lot of wine you was drinking there, bud.
I was, because we were there from like 6 until late. We was there till almost 9 o'clock, just sipping, and their flatbread's already good. Then Thursday we went to get pho. Mommy's still not a fan. She's like she
It's
calls it.
fancy ramen.
That's what she said. She said it's fancy oodles and noodles. But it was
I
good. Like
told
she
her
liked.
today, and yes, I talk to this way to my mother sometimes. I said, damn, you can take the hood out the nigga, but you can't take the nigga out the hood. She just laughed like, I guess not.
Guess not. She just
She
like
was
it's
cussing
just
up a
fancy.
storm. I'm like, yeah, I might be like not a child anymore, but this is still weird.
Then we where did we go? Oh, so then Friday we went to the movies to see into the what is it?
Across.
Across the Spider Verse. But when she got here on Monday, I made her and Chris watch Into the Spider Verse
She said she loved
because
it.
she loved both of them. And Chris was like, "I'm not gonna like it. It's animated. It's a superhero movie. Like I'm not gonna like it like that. Like I'm gonna go for you." Chris loved it. They both was like in that movie theater, like eyes wide open. We'll of course critique the movie later. Then
Still
what?
critiques. There's one critique. I had one critique.
I have no critiques. One theory. Um, Then Saturday we went to the beach. We spent the beach day. We came back. I washed everybody's hair, and then on Sunday we went to dinner with Chris's mom. So the four of us went to dinner, and then my mom left. And now we're back to partying like normal. I've been a busy bee. It's nice to be back though.
Okay. Announcement quickly. I plan on
Okay.
starting Dummies and Dragons next week. I'm going to have a session 0 for that. That's session 0. That is just a
Okay.
startup session in which everyone kind of gets used to my play style. I go through some of the rules that I'm going to have. And, I give some caveats and we just get a general flow going before I give a
Okay.
synopsis of how the story starts. All right?
Love it. Let's do it.
So, therefore, We shall keep going. So you ready to get into the news points?
Yep.
First one, I messaged you about this a while ago, right?
Mhm. I
And
think
I'm
so.
not sure how
Which
you
one?
feel about it. I don't think the
Which
album's
one?
come out yet. I'm not 100% sure. I need to double check. And if so, I'll listen to it. But Janelle Monáe, do you remember what I told you about her?
Oh, I've heard nothing but great things about this album. I heard one of the songs from this
So
album,
it
and
did
it
come
is
out.
everything. It did. I don't know if the album. Let me see. I'm gonna have to double check. But I heard a song from the album,
So I
and
was going to talk specifically
yeah,
about the art around it and the themes. So Janelle Monáe's album um, is called Age
yep,
of Pleasure,
yep. It's
right?
out now.
Okay.
Hmm.
And she like I'm not gonna say announced it, but it was pictures of her just flashing her titties at a concert. I don't know if it was a private concert listening party. Then the cover art and the videos for it were all very sexual. I mean, it fits a theme, and we love sex around here. However, what do you think about that in terms of widestream media, as well as the ideas it might present to maybe some of the younger listeners who might find this album and like her as an artist?
I think that she's exploring her sexual freedom and identity,
Doesn't she
which
classify as a they now as well? Just
oh, I'm
wanted to,
sorry, right. They are they that
I
they
just wanted to
are
make
a
sure
they
because
them.
I
Yes,
didn't remember. I think
that
Joy
is
said something
correct.
about it. Okay,
That is correct.
continue.
They're exploring their sexual identity, which I think they've always played with in the past, that line between masculine and feminine and all of that stuff. And do I feel like some of it, I'm looking at images now, is a little on the more explicit side? Sure. But I think the way they do it is tasteful. Also, I think that there's a stigma with, and I know they classify as they them, but a stigma with uh, females exploring and talking about their sexual preferences, their sexual identities, like anything of that nature. And I don't think it's fair because what it does is later um, hinders them, especially when they get into relationships, on being able to express themselves to their partners when it comes to sex and what they like, what they don't like, and exploring that. And I think breaking down some of those molds early will be helpful because, like, every guy says, I want a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. But some of the stigmas that come with that makes it really, really hard for that lady that you have in the streets to become this freak in the sheets, to be a porn star. Like it's because females are always taught so early, like, no sex, no sex, no sex. Sex is bad. Sex is you're gonna your pussy's gonna go on fire if you have sex. Oh, you're married? Sex, 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 sex. Bend it over backwards and twist it. So I think it is needed.
So
Um,
I had a joke, right?
go ahead.
It was a Twitter post, right? It was a dude saying, "I used to have a chick who was a real nympho in my life, and I just want to say, every nigga say they want a chick who's eating dick for breakfast, giving pussy for lunch, and then eating ass for dinner. Until she doing that, and you blowing dust after time number 5 on day one, and you got to do it again the next day. You hate them while they there, and you miss them so much when they gone. But you got to realize it's a curse, not a blessing." I said, "Damn." Some nigga was like, "I should call her." I was ready to be you old toxic Greg talking from his house, looking out the window to the streets, going, "Yeah, you really should. You know what? Skip the formalities. Just send a dick pic in a time."
But
Whenever
that's
someone says that, I'm not gonna lie to you. In my group chat, I tell them like, "Yo, skip the formalities. Just send the dick pic in a time."
so
Fucking hello.
and I, as most of you know, I'm very open for sexual freedom for all genders. I don't think guys get this speech. Like, we don't have this conversation when you have when men talk about what they like sexually. Like, no one ever had this conversation about slob on my nub. Nope. We just go around saying it. All
Like
the
corn
words.
on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. Lay in the
Late
bed.
on the
And
bed.
give me head. Okay.
Like no one. So I, because the same topic of conversation came up when Beyonce did it. When Beyonce
Oh,
started.
right. When Beyonce had a dramatic shift from like, I can see your halo to I've been drinking watermelon. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What else you been
So,
doing?
but and the weird thing was, people were like, "Oh my God, Beyonce." I'm like, she's a married woman.
Monica Lewinsky all on her gown? Shit.
She's a married woman. So why are we having this conversation? But like, or people crucify people like, now she is a far reacher for me. Like, she reached too far. She do
I
too
feel
much.
like you about to
But
say
like
you about to try
Rihanna,
and add someone that don't need to be in this cat. Let me hear it. Who is it?
Rihanna,
Rihanna?
Sukiana, no,
Who?
Sukiana.
Sukiana. I don't know who that is. I can't. But I feel like this person is like, no, stop it. Keep them over
She's
there.
she's very left field, but like, she lives in her truth, and that's how she is with her man, and or who she's with. And I don't feel the need to chastise women for that. If you don't like that and you don't want that, that's fine, that's your preference. But to chastise somebody for what they like or how they present themselves, we all know is never cool over here. And I applaud Janelle Monáe, and I'm going to listen to this album, and next episode I'm going to have an album review for
We are gonna have an
reals.
album review because anyone we are. I'll tell you this: if I ever talk about your music and any famous person ever decides to listen to this podcast, thank you for one. Let's start there. Secondly, I'm personally going to listen to your music. If I have a lot to say about how I feel prior, I'm gonna listen to it and see how I feel after. At the very least, I owe you that. If I'm gonna talk good, if I'm gonna talk shit, I owe you something for this, right? In my head, that's just my brain. Some people might be fuck you, but not me. Now, time for my thoughts. My thoughts are similar to yours. We were raised in a similar way. I seen the imagery. For anyone who might digest this, who is under the age of, let's say, 16, I think this is a lot. However, Janelle Monáe, she might say this isn't meant for them, but you know who your music's going out to. You know that your music's ready, available, and you know that parents can't stop everything. That's not for you to worry about 100%. It's just something that you to think about, when you do this. Thank you, Janelle Monáe. I should have started there for the titty pics. You have wonderful breasts. Let's start there. Um, I'm pretty sure
Yes.
many would agree with me. Joy agrees with me. They are some succulent titties. Period.
You know
Point
who she
blank.
dated?
Who?
Tessa Thompson.
Eh. So
If I could be a fly on that wall, though.
if she could be a fly on that cooch. That being said, thank you. But all in all, I haven't heard the music yet. I think the idea of it is nice, the age of pleasure, because I think that very heavily follows what we're in right now. The age of OnlyFans, the age of people learning what they like sexually. And I think what you said has a lot of validity to it, that women aren't allowed to express themselves sexually, but then are expected to be these sexual demons. But I also disagree with the fact that men aren't given the talk. We are, but your peers essentially are more of what give you the, yo, be a slut, be a hoe, fuck everything. Because I think dudes are sluts and hoes too. The difference is we get praise from our peers. You guys bring each other down. But that's starting to have a gradual shift. I mean, I think I always tell people, do what you're going to do. I promote being a hoe a lot of the time. But I always tell people, do what you're going to do. But I always explain the consequences of your action. And I say this because in both cases, nobody wants to marry the hoe.
Except our mama.
That's a 1 in a million case, and we both know that. Let me say that again. Nobody or very few people want to marry the hoe. Male and female. Why? Because at the
So
end of the
fuck the
day,
hoe.
yes, the hoe's always for fun. Now, the fun can turn into a marriage very easily. But no one wants to marry them because of the baggage that comes with it, the red flags, and the expected lifestyle that this person has to give. You have to have a hoe who's at the end of their wholeness, who is tired of the hoe life, and is like, I don't want that in any capacity. I want whatever love gives me. Otherwise, if you get the hoe like mid game, one, you're not going to want them. Two, you're not going to be able to keep up with them, and they're not going to be able to keep up with you in not a non sexual way. people want to fuck the hoe all the time because the male hoe got experience. The female hoe got the throat game to a certain extent. Maybe even the pussy game. She might show you a thing or two about you, her, and yourself. Might even see God a little bit. Who knows? But I do like the concept of the age of pleasure, considering that's why I think where we're at right now. I don't exactly like the age of pleasure because I think a
But
lot
do
of
you
people
have
don't
to?
understand the consequences of their actions
I have a
until it's too
question.
late. What's up?
Do you have to be a hoe to explore your sexuality?
So no, and there's many positive ways you can do such. There are now, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, one of my friends told me about it at brunch. There's actually an app for people who like to explore sexual kinks. Now, most of the people on that app are open and willing to do things. I don't think you're a hoe if you go to an app, find someone, go on a couple lunch dates and say, hey, I want to explore with you. I want to figure something out. Or you explore with a couple people. My philosophy on whores is you can take this, you can take notes, you can hate me for it, but fuck you, because if you hate me for it, more than likely you fit the description. So, my definition of a hoe is somebody with more bodies than their age, right? Hoe. Whore, 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 whore. Not me. And
I don't like it.
I know you, you ain't beat the allegations fucking yet, nigga. So, like I was saying, when you
I don't
have
like
more,
it.
so and I say that because in that, in like I said, being a hoe ain't that bad, but that's where you get classified as it. For me, if you're a chick that has 3 bodies but fuck a million times, to me you just fuck a million. You fuck a lot. But if you're a chick that got a million bodies and only fuck 3 times, that's a crazy gangbang. But my point being
Crazy.
is that mathematically speaking, the way I do it in my head is like this. Let's say you're 25, you started having sex when you were 14, right? In between the years of 14 and 25, that's 11 years. And 11 years, you've had, I think, more bodies than your age. That's a lot. You've had more than 2 bodies a year, which means one of 4 things for me. You went through something, like a breakup, and you had to go through a hoe phase. You were exploring yourself sexually. You weren't able to keep a relationship, or
Ooh, that's a.
yeah, you weren't able to keep a relationship, as in you were in a quick relationship and maybe went back to square one, or you were in a bunch of short relationships and had a bunch of partners based off of that, or you're easily playable. So to me, these 4 things, tell me a lot about someone's personality as well. They tell me, let's say, you went through something, right? It tells me that when bad things happen and you get low, your decision making skills might not be the most clear and you're just trying to fill a void. You might have addictive personality, or you might have something that you need to latch onto in times of peril, which is sometimes not good. That could be sex, drugs, alcohol, anything of the sort. See, I'm real analytical with how I think, because people probably went
No.
into this thinking I was about to be an asshole, but there's a reason behind all this shit. The second reason, which I believe I said was what? You're exploring yourself. Nothing is wrong with exploring yourself. If you need to have a bunch of partners for that, do it. Take some time, though. I would say try to explore yourself with not only people you trust, but people who you can keep exploring other things with. There's nothing wrong if there's someone who lets you eat their ass and fuck them in the butt, but this person wants to do it for you. I would say attempt to optimize is my thing. Find the person that's going to do both, right? If not, it's fine. But if you experimenting with 26 people when you're 25, that's a little wicked. But have your fun. Pro ho. Be safe. That's all I ask. 3, the short relationships thing. If you are in a ton of short relationships, I can no longer say it is the other people. I have to say it's you. For one
Yeah.
reason, you are picking these people, you are being in relationship with them, and either you are picking terrible people or you are the terrible person. One of those 2 things has to be true. Right? And then the last one, what I say was the fucking last one, it's the simplest one. So I believe the last one's hoe phase. I think that's what's, yeah, just a normal hoe phase. Not even a cause of a breakup, right?
Yeah.
If you're going through a hoe phase, to me, that's optimized, right? That goes back to that other thing of you don't have to fuck a bunch of people, but you can still be free. However, I think those people should be within a reasonable margin. That's my thought process. If you want to get fucked by 10 guys in one night, that's on you. Or if you, as a guy, want to fuck 10 girls in one night, that's on you as well. Be that nigga, be that bitch. Be whatever you want to be. But to me, that kind of just shows that then you might have either commitment issues or an inability to focus on one person.
Yeah, you said it goes back. That one, whole phase goes back to the first one.
Right.
The
So
going through
that
something.
shows me that whether you're going through something, whether you're able to attach to people properly, or whether you're able to dedicate yourself, you might have a commitment issue. Now, that commitment issue might play its way in polyamory or anything like that. However, what you choose to do with it and how you choose to operate is up to you. But that is how I classify it in those 4 steps. And when people usually hear it, they're like, damn, you kind of got a point. I know I got a fucking point. But guess
You
what?
have a great point, but fuck you.
Yeah, live your life
With that.
accordingly. 100%. Fuck me. Live your life accordingly. What do I know? I'm not your pussy. I'm not your dick. I'm not your bussy. I ain't none of that shit. I'm just me.
I am all for sexual freedom. Fuck who you need to fuck. Yeah, fine.
Now, you saying that because you're a hoe or because you're just for sexual freedom?
Both.
I didn't expect you to answer. I thought you would plead the fifth.
And I'm no longer a hoe, actually. I have been with the same person.
That does not make you
I've,
not a hoe. Our dad is still the slut of sluts.
I've been having sex with the same person for the last year now.
I've been having sex
Year
with
now.
the same person for the last 6 years.
Lucky fucking you.
Am I lucky or just dedicated?
Probably lucky, because I ain't been having luck out here. I lucked up, I think, with this one. But those other ones... woo.
Also, a lot of y'all be having bad sex. Man, if you gotta rack up body count to get some good sex, fucking rack it up. Fuck what I said. Don't be out here having bad
That's
sex.
the worst. That's actually the worst. Having to add... I feel like you should
Nope,
be able to be
nope,
like...
nope. Because I gotta add it. I've had
Right.
bad pussy. And guess what? It still count.
That's the worst. Like, bad dick and bad pussy are the worst. And sometimes you don't know. Now that I'm older, I guess in my younger days it was harder to tell. People would say the right shit. Like, people would say the right things. I've learned to, like, what to listen for when people talk now.
The nigga that shut up or the chick that shut up. The people that shut up know what they're doing.
No, I won't say that, because, like, some people are cocky and know it. Like, Chris is cocky, knows it, but can back up their words. Like, never have had bad sex with them. Not once. Actually,
Don't worry, it's coming.
Funny story. They had to put a restraining order on a girl because they had sex, and she was like,
I should have did
crazy.
that.
And when I heard that though, I was like, see, this is about to be whack. They lying, they talking all this shit on their dick. It's bad. It's gonna be bad.
2 days later, I had to get a restraining order out on her because I couldn't handle that dick anymore. And that's the story of Ben to everybody.
Nah, phenomenal. It's great. But next news topic. 'Cause we went on a
Janelle
tangent.
Monáe, we plan on listening to your music. So if you ever listen,
Yes.
if you ever nerd, you feel want to come on and tell me shut the fuck up, you stupid ass nigga, please do so. I would love to hear that. That makes me sound like I like being degraded, and I don't.
I would love to hear it. I'm his sister.
It's crazy. Let's see. This was just a really cool one. The Chargers announced their football schedule this year, with a ton of popular anime references for who they're going against. Yeah, you should look up the trailer. It was really dope. They did it last year as well, and like people were really vibing with it. But I love to see like the culture getting into so many different avenues. Like, I'm still trying to figure out my fucking fit for DreamCon, bro. Oh yeah, Being a Nerdy Podcast will be at DreamCon. If you made it this far, fuck yeah. But we're gonna be at DreamCon.
I can't wait for DreamCon. I'm really excited. I think our outfits are gonna be dope. I know my outfit's gonna be dope, at least for one of the days.
Bro, I'm
And the
figuring
other
it
day,
out right now.
I haven't figured them all out, but
I'm buying new clothes for it. I already know that, but I gotta get them here. Like, I gotta figure something out real quick. I might actually go to Oz and shop for me when that Luffy shirt come out, because that shit is fucking fire. The Gear 5 Luffy,
yeah,
that shirt gonna be
that's what
fire.
that is gonna be fire.
Shout out to our man Ozzy Oz the Virus. Um, Rurouni Kenshin comes out on July 6th. I've been waiting for that one. The remake is literally just a
Yes.
remake. It's finna.
Yes.
It just looks so crisp.
Chris. Yes. This summer's anime is actually pretty lit. Like
Oh
this
no,
is
most
a
definitely. We
this is
got
the summer of anime. We got
Oh
the
yeah,
Black Clover movie.
that comes out in 3 days. It comes out Friday. I'm gonna
What
be
else do we
watching
have?
that day one. We will give
I
a
won't
review next
be. I'll
pod.
be busy. I'll be busy.
You
I'll
can
probably
watch it when you
watch it
come
Monday.
back, but we'll give a
Yeah, I can
review
watch it
next
Monday.
pod. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
watch it
yeah.
Monday. What else do we have
Thousand
coming
Year
up?
Blood War coming back in July. Then you got Attack on Titan, the final chapter, the final season, coming back in July.
Yeah, it's a summer of anime, and I'm really excited for it. Um, Especially because like it really slowed down in spring for me. For like the anime that I watch, it slowed down for me. That's how I ended up watching Buddy Daddies. A very 12 episode Chef's Kiss, wrapped it all together with a bow. I enjoyed it. It was super adorable. Like it's very much like Spy Family, but like quicker. Like I feel like Spy Family is like dragging this bad boy out.
They're
We
gonna
can
get a
we
couple
can
seasons out this bitch.
yeah. With Buddy Daddies, they were like, no, one season, like here it is, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I really enjoyed it. Like the last episode was like it showed her like as a teenager, like it was
Oh yeah,
great.
so they're not coming back. They're just gonna leave
No,
it as is. Got you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
this past spring, right? Cause I told y'all I'm a Blue Lock stan. I did not think I was gonna like it like that. Niggas hyping this shit up on the internet. I was like, it's a soccer anime. Shit can't be that. Niggas got that
No,
dog in them.
her Blue Lock is crazy.
You would love it as a past athlete. So like, hella people talk about like having this instinct, having a monster in them, like, and when they go into like a flow state, like you get to see it, like the beast that's in them, like kind of behind them, and people are like, yo, they got that dog in them, like, and everybody's got a special power. They're not real powers; they're just techniques they're really good at doing in soccer, and they are fucking amazing. And like Isagi, he low key him. He's not him yet, but the plays he be making the game, like, cause he's, to be honest, Isagi when he first started was nothing special, right? He doesn't have any special powers or special abilities. He's not that strong. He's not that fast. Average dude. But what he does have is spatial awareness. His spatial awareness is better than anyone on the field, to where he can predict what people are gonna do, and that's what made him special. But he doesn't know how to use it. So he's people are like improving their skills, and he's still learning how to use his. But
Okay.
in seeing them improve, you know what you do. You see someone like, oh, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna take that. That's good. That's a new technique. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
And he like mixes and matches. Shit's going nuts right now. I haven't read it in almost 3 months, specifically because I need this arc to finish so that I can read it the rest of the way through. I'm like Arena in a Parallel Universe or some shit like that. That's like almost an H anime manga. I'm reading that. I gave that about 3 months to get ahead, and then another one, Parallel Paradise, reading that. I gave that a couple months to get ahead. I haven't read One Piece in a while, but when they're on this month break, I'm gonna catch back up. And then
I um
I haven't
I
been
know
reading.
people's probably. Oh, I
I
was
had
saying
like
I
two
know people
more.
probably said. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I haven't been reading Unordinary on Webtoons. I've been letting that catch up. I checked today. It's 7 episodes on that bitch ready for me to
Ooh.
read. Plus 3 with tokens. Man, I'm waiting till Wednesday to read them because I'm gonna have 11 episodes to read. 11 of them tings.
I did. I did the same thing. I've read Lore Olympus. I read them yesterday. I had like 5 to read. It was so good, and then I went ahead and did 3 with tokens because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to read this weekend. I'm gonna be a little sad next weekend because I'm like, oh, I could have read next weekend, but I know the weekend after I wasn't gonna be able to read either because my sister's coming in town, or our sister's coming in town.
Which
There,
one? Oh, cool.
there. And I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, but Demon Slayer." I waited for Demon Slayer to finish, and now that the last episode is out, I will finish that sometime next week because I didn't want to. Well, I don't
Demon Slayer is
like
a show
Demon.
that you should watch is one in one take. Honestly, it
Yeah.
flows so much better. It's not a like if that show came on week basis, I'd be pissed and wouldn't watch it. Because it's not like I'd be pissed that it's a cliffhanger. I'd be pissed that like we could just continue this fight. We don't have to stop here. I promise you, we could just chop its head off right now. So
Right. And I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer fan. Like I really watch Demon Slayer for you guys, and it's like, oh, it's something I need to keep up on and be aware of, and that's the only reason why. And I like the swordsman guys, so I guess I'll probably with the swordsman.
I've been using the swordsman guys to understand horny women. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's more the mystery, and then seeing that they're not ugly is like just enough.
Yeah, so that's where I am anime wise right now. But I'm really excited for the summer. I'm watching everything. I will watch Thousand Blood War arc episode by episode, and it will hurt my heart episode by episode because I'm gonna have to wait for the next one. But I don't care because I need to see it when it comes on
Okay.
immediately.
So there was a trailer that came out, game that we know from our childhood, Mortal Kombat, but they're starting over. Mortal Kombat 1, the not gameplay trailer, the trailer for it. So basically, it's starting over from scratch damn near. And I'm not gonna lie, the game looks beautiful. There were some leaks that came out. Apparently, Omni-Man and Homelander are gonna be in it. Yeah. I said Omni-Man in that bitch, I might have to cop. I'm not gonna lie. Cause Invincible is my shit. Like
Invincible's coming back soon too, isn't it?
October is the earliest that it'll be back. They made a teaser trailer about that, and like in it he was like, "When are you guys coming back?" He's like, "I don't know, man." He slams the table, he's like, "October at the earliest, I guess." So they're doing a lot of shit, and I can't wait for Invincible. I have this bad habit of when something's really good and I know it's gonna take a while. If it has like comic books out about it, I'll just go fucking read them, or I'll like watch a video.
I watched everything. I've watched breakdowns of every character, so I know what every.
Oh, you talking about like the history of videos? Because them shits is wicked.
It was so good. I've watched the breakdown all the way. Like I know everything that's about to happen, and I just want to watch.
Oh, I do. I know everything that's gonna happen. And I still just want to see it. Shit's finna be crazy.
Crazy.
Whoo! I know one episode that's gonna have some people in uproar. Like, why would y'all do this? This is crazy. How could you did? I'm gonna be like, ha ha! You. Y'all know Eric Kripke go crazy, bro. He don't give a fuck.
No.
Let's do our Miles Morales review. Cross the Spider-Verse. I'm gonna go for a critique. You didn't. My one critique: Metro Boomin. You did amazing. I don't know if you know this, but he had a role in the movie.
Oh, did he?
So remember when Miles was in front of the window and he was like, "All right, Miles, there's nowhere else for you to go," and he jumps out and's like, "Sorry guys, I guess there was one place you could go." That was Metro Boomin.
Oh,
And that was his spider Sona that was hanging from upside down.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool, right? I
like that he did the music for the whole thing. Go ahead, Metro Boomin.
I think the music for it was good. I just don't think it was heroic. Does that make sense? Like, it didn't give me "You Say Run" vibes. Like, it didn't send chills down my spine during the action sequences. But I was locked in during the action sequences. I was locked in. I was feeling it. I think that he did excellent for Miguel's theme. That kind of, like, almost predatory theme. Because I don't know if you guys might know this, but...
It's like the...
Yeah. Miguel, he's like the Spider-Man. However, he doesn't have a lot of their abilities. Like, he doesn't have spider sense. He doesn't wall crawl via, like, sticking. Because his DNA is 50% spider. He has claws. And he doesn't have spider sense, but he has extremely sensitive senses. Like, he can see in the dark. He can hear miles away. Shit like that. He can feel differently. Like, it's crazy. So, he can smell. That's how he uses his spider sense. Basically, he sees it and reacts to it fast enough. So it's like spider sense. So he's very different. That was my only critique. Everything else was fucking great. I'm not gonna lie. Hobby helped make the fucking movie, and I didn't expect him to. I didn't expect him to be that good of a character.
He was so cool. He's just so like, at nigga.
As people would describe, that was very much big dick energy.
Very much.
I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a chick on Twitter who's taking anime and cartoon characters and describing their penises. She is a menace and she needs to be stopped. What the fuck? She's like, ooh, it's long, it's girthy, veiny, probably this long and this thick in girth, and
Oh,
then
I thought
gives
you
a
meant like.
specific color. And what makes me really mad is that it feels accurate and I don't like it.
I thought you meant like there's this girl on TikTok who talks about like she started with Disney characters like if they would be good in bed, and she's like,
No, I know who you're
yeah,
talking about. Like some people say he'd be disrespectful. He do this. He make you dinner. He'll call you the N word. I've seen those. This chick makes a post. It's a picture, and she literally just says length this long, girth this long, thick, veiny, curves to the side a little bit, and then gives like a
I
fucking
hate
gives, and she gives a color like hashtag E34966666. And then people are like, what's that color like? And if they ask, she'll just post the color, and niggas will be like, yeah, no, I could see it. And I'm like, that's insane. And stop it.
stop it.
Stop it. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, he definitely made the movie. I really appreciate the care of Black. Like you look like me, so I'm gonna hold you down. Like that universal Black language that was put in the movie.
Oh, from Spider Bite? Because she could have stopped it.
Like Spider Bite and by Hobie, like that universal
Hobie
like
wasn't looking at him like that. Hobie knew what was up. Because remember, everybody knew but Miles.
except for Miles. Yes,
And
he knew
Hobie
what
don't
was
like
up,
the
but
establishment.
he doesn't like the establishment, but it still was very much given the I see.
He
Like
said it. Because I don't know if you, like, I had to watch it with subtitles. Like, because the clip's all over TikTok. It made me mad that it was, like, so available for people. But at
that
the
was
same
the
time,
that's the one thing I had the problem I had.
he was
It
a little hard to
was
understand.
no. The volume of the movie. I don't know if it was my theater. Someone else had the same critique. Is when you were in a scene that had some type of background music, it was harder to hear the dialogue because there's a lot of dialogue that you miss.
Right.
Um, and I don't know if that's just a mix thing that happened, like when they mixed the dialogue with the music track. But like there was a so I do want to watch the movie. Like I can't wait for it to come out so I can rewatch it with subtitles so I can get everybody's every little piece of dialogue because it was some witty things that like I heard like I would be laughing and my mom or Chris would be like, oh, what did they say? And I'm like, oh, they said this, you didn't hear it? And they're like, no, I couldn't hear it. So that
So,
happened a little
yeah.
bit.
So, like, when I saw a clip of it, it was Hobby. He was saying, like, when he was walking through and taking all the shit, and, like, and you would never know what he was taking all that shit for. You just would think he's a kleptomaniac, just stealing all this
I just
shit.
thought he was just a cool ass kleptomaniac because like he like fuck the establishment, my shit, my shit, my shit.
But here he was, spoilers, building a fucking watch. That nigga. Oh. But no, like he was talking to Miles, and he was dropping him hints the whole time. I don't know if you knew this, but like even in the beginning, like when they saved all the people and he saved the other Spider-Man, and he was like, men's like Miles, my guy, and like he's grabbing his shoulders like, yes, my nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed this, but she's like, everybody come back, and he's like, I don't follow rules, and neither does he. And then he's like, I get to go too, and then he's like in the background like, fuck. That was like the first subtle hint you got that Hobby does not want you here for a reason, right? He's not a hater.
Not because he's a hater for a reason. And fuck Gwen Stacy, I hate her. I hate her because here's my thing. We're all this talk about canon events, and the police captain has to die. The Spider-Man that has to happen to the Spider-Man. You don't want to go. You did all this shit to hide it from Miles, but you don't want to go back to your universe. Why?
Because she's afraid of seeing her dead dad.
Oh, but that's a canon event and it has to happen.
Oh, I'm gonna talk about another argument people might have about that. But
I just don't
so
like her. I don't like nothing that she did. She's not real. She's not a good friend. You need to leave her the fuck alone.
one thing that was really cool about some of the stuff that was happening with Hobby was, I don't know if you noticed, like you might not have been able to hear it. It was hard to hear. Plus his accent was hard to kind of hear if you don't have it. But when I got it with subtitles, I was like, nah, this man been down since day one. I fuck with him so much more. He was like talking to him. He was like, what do you like? Why do you want to join? Like the point of being Spider-Man is to be independent. Because as me and you know, Spider-Man has tried being in teams, even in the Spider Society. The OG Spider-Man, like we talking Ultimate Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man.
The Avengers,
Fantastic
uh,
Four,
Fantastic Four,
Midnight Suns,
even the X-Men. He's tried to be a part of these groups,
but
but
he
he's
works so much better alone.
independently.
Yes,
Hmm.
and he's like, and he's explaining that to him. Like, the point of being Spider Man is to handle your own shit. And he's like, no, but I want to do this. I want to see my friends. He's like, but you don't need that. You don't need to have a watch to see your friends. He's like, build your own. He's like, oh, but I can get one from here. Da, da, da. He's like, all right. And you hear him say, don't worry about it. Squashed. You don't want to listen to me. Don't worry about it. But then he says, and it's hard to hear. He says, but before you enlist, know what you're fighting for, or
Yes,
know
I
what you're
heard that.
fighting. Know what you're fighting.
Yeah, fighting.
Cause he knows. Remember, he knows what the fuck. Why the fuck they don't want him here. So I'm like, that's kind of crazy. Cause my man's was looking out,
From the
and
beginning.
yeah, and you saw him. You know, in the palms, the palms. Hobby looked so proud of him when he did it. Saying his face said my nigga.
My other thing that I really enjoyed was the speech from his mother about not forgetting
Where he
where
came
you come
from
from
and to nurture
and
that
not.
boy. So was that your theory that she was talking about? Not she didn't know she was talking about this, but like someone's theory was like obviously she's talking to him and saying to nurture that boy who might not have everyone believe in him, but they're like that indirectly goes to his other self, like nurture
Yeah.
him because he doesn't have what you have.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking more of because like the themes just from especially from like the last movie of them just being like you can't come, you ain't got it yet. You like you're not one of us yet, and him always feeling inferior just from the start, like going to that new school and his parents always pushing him, but just reiterating that I'm pushing you from a place of love because you got it, like whatever it is, you got it, you belong. And that speech, I feel like a lot of black parents have to give to their children anyway. um and I knew somehow it was gonna fit with like all of the Spider Men and him feeling like, especially because he's so new at being Spider Man and hasn't had this guidance and advantage that these other Spider Men are getting or Spider people are getting. That like he needed to hear that, and I was just hoping through the movie that he would remember it and wouldn't like forget it, and he didn't. Like he stood strong. He stood 10 toes down. He was like, "Fuck all y'all, Spider Man. I got my mama love me, and I'm about to go home to my mama and my daddy because they love me. And fuck y'all." And I was like, "Yes, remember that." So remember that, little black boy, little black girl. Somebody loves you out there, and you need someone to tell you it. You can come to me, and I will tell you that I love you and mean it.
Fair enough. But there was a clip I saw. Remember when he tied up what is his name? Peter B. Parker? And he was like, oh yeah, I've gotten on this many times. Like, the trick is don't watch the mouth, watch the hands. And he kicks him with the same punching bag. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for that scene to come up. That's going to be fucking fire.
So I'm ready for my theory, and you can feel free to tell me I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
Prowler Miles isn't evil. Prowler Miles is like a Red Hood.
Prowler Miles is a product of circumstance. That's all it is.
I think Prowler Miles is like a Red Hood,
Mm.
where he isn't he isn't like, I don't think he's like working for like Kingpin or doing anything like that. I think he's trying to fix the problems from a dark place, and definitely a lot more aggressive than Miles would.
Well, Red Hood killed people, so he wasn't exactly a hero.
Yeah, he might
He
kill
just kept
people, but
drugs and shit in order. But I get what you're trying to say. I
I
don't
think
disagree with you. I don't think that's a point to be disagreed upon. In all honesty,
I think
I don't think he's a villain. I think he was at worst an anti-hero.
yeah,
However,
that's what I'm
I
that's
don't
what
know
I'm
if you
getting.
noticed, but he was supposed to get bit in the scene that
Yes,
Spot was talking about. It was that
yes.
Miles, and that was
It was
fucking
that
dope.
Miles. Yes,
Yeah, but
I think, and our Miles probably would have become probably a prowler if
I
you
don't
think
think
about it.
so. His
His
world had
uncle was.
well,
He was,
his world
and he
had a Spider-Man technically, so it was kept in order.
yeah, but I don't think he would have been a good prowler. I think he would have been more close like his uncle. But I think that here's the difference. I think that our Miles would have been a prowler, worked for Kingpin like his uncle, because he so wanted to be like his uncle, and he would have never had this push back to his father, if that makes sense, when his uncle passed. Similarly, I think that the uncle got a push back towards Miles, if that makes sense, when his brother passed. So like his uncle was working as the Prowler in 42 and doing Prowler shit, fucking up Spider-Man. No Spider-Man. So fucking up shit, doing
I
Prowler
think Earth
shit.
42 was like one of the ultimate Earths too. What the fuck? Let me see something.
And when his dad died, it brought them together, but he realized like he needed to like fix some of his mistakes, and that's where Miles comes in because he wants to avenge his dad. But I don't think he avenges his dad in the best of ways.
I'm
I
thinking of
think it's
DC with New 42. Continue.
okay. Yeah, I don't think he avenges his dad in the best of ways. Like I'm pretty sure there's a lot of darkness behind it, but I don't think that he is a villain. I think there is some saving to be done, but like we all know I love a dark angsty character.
I'm not worried about that theory. I mean, I think that they're gonna have a little bout, and then that Miles is gonna kind of want what his Miles has, a better world that he can take advantage of, and an easier place to live, and want to do right by his uncle and his
So
moms. I think so. He's gonna learn
I
that hey,
think
there's another place that I could be that's so much better than this shithole. Cause you saw his world; it was crime ridden
pretty
as
dark.
fuck. It was dark,
Yeah, it's
but
pretty dark.
I think that Miles, like all the cover
I
arts that
don't.
I've seen so far that are leading into the next movie have kind of been like it almost looks like it's leading up to that. So if that's the
I
case, then it is what it is.
I think they're gonna have a little belt, but I think it's gonna be more of a I have to stay here and fix this type thing, rather than I'm gonna because that's what my dad would want. Less of a and I don't remember who pointed this out to me. The way he says Morales shows that his dad's been gone for a while because
So I
he has
had a
a
joke about that.
thicker Spanish accent. But I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean whatever influence his dad put on him isn't there. And I think that his uncle, who is obviously stepped up into this mentor role, is pushing that influence. Like, this is like in a darker way, but your dad would have wanted you to do this, do that, do this.
So
And
peep this,
this,
right?
yeah, late.
They really called Dominicans evil because you gave this man 10% more Dominican and he's a fucking villain? That's crazy. Cause, Cause that's what I was like. All they did was braid his hair back and give him an
I thought he was
accent.
Puerto Rican. I thought he was Puerto Rican.
I thought he was Dominican.
I thought his mom was Puerto Rican.
I thought his mom was Dominican.
Because
Her
I
name
thought
is
he was saying maybe it's a Dominican to make her mad. Let me look.
no.
Like in Puerto Rican.
She's Puerto Rican?
Raised by African American father and ex-con who turned his life around, and Puerto Rican mother in Brooklyn. Yeah.
His dad's next con. I didn't know that. Oh well, you made him a little bit more Puerto Rican, and he became a villain. That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy.
That's insane. But
But
that was my joke. Cause yeah, I definitely heard it too. Actually, it's two different voice actors for them.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't
Joy
notice
told me
that.
that. I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't notice that. But I really enjoyed it. It was a phenomenal movie. That cliffhanger made me sick though. It made me
I didn't know it was a
sick.
part two, so when that was happening, I was like, so much more movie left, and then it just like, and the credits started playing. I'm like, no,
I was
no.
so I was so like I really just this movie made me really dislike Gwen, and I was like, see, this
Well,
is
as
what
we all know, one, she's white. Two, fear makes us
that's
do crazy things, right? It it makes us make bad decisions, especially when we're fearful for those we care about. You'll try and do whatever
but
you can to protect them from the thing.
but how did like it's hard to say that when
She just wanted to see him because that's her best friend. That's her
I
only
get
friend. But she's also kind of falling for him. So it's like, I really wanted to see you. I haven't seen you in over a year. My life is in shambles, but I've been with the Spider Society for a few months, so things are going a little bit better. I want to tell you all about it. But then
I
seeing
get
you
that.
made you privy to what's going on. Cause I'm here on a mission. I'm here on work.
That's the thing. You came there on work. And that's where I don't know. Like I just don't like a lot of the choices that Spider Gwen makes. I don't like the fact that she's just like, yeah, listen to this nigga who I've known for 10 seconds, and yeah, like they've been helping me out, but I know that like it's not in your back. Like I don't know the way I function with friends, and it's funny because me and my friend were having a talk about this unrelated. I'm going to bat for my friend. I find out information about my friend that is against my friend. I'm I may not I just don't like I don't get I feel like there was a lot more self-preservation in there than I'm gonna be your friend and I'm gonna be a good friend and oh you should understand. I didn't like this development for her because I wanted to like her more. I'm prejudiced. Well, I already didn't trust the little white girl.
So, last point I would have on this, and then we can move on. But
Oh, PB
apparent,
Parker's right there up there with her too. Don't get me wrong.
apparently, apparently, a lot of people had issues, not issues, but a lot of speculation has been made that she might be trans. Nothing's been confirmed, of course, by the creators, but they said, because people were like, she has a trans flag in her room, and she did this, and had a trans flag on, like, her backpack, too. So I was like, could be the case, could not, but, and then some people were like, this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but she's a biological female. They're like, you don't know. And I'm like, this is hilarious, because one of you is right. One of you is
Somebody's right.
most
Somebody's
definitely
right.
right.
Somebody's right.
So,
But even that's not a big.
but it's
I
gay
guess
month,
I
so I'm gonna let them have it. Have fun with that.
yeah. Have fun with y'all gay outrage.
Gay outrage. That's funny.
Hmm.
Go ahead and give your Little Mermaid review.
I thought it was good. Um, she did her thing. I really enjoyed Ursula. Some people didn't enjoy Ursula because it was like it wasn't like the sexual like I'm all that. It was more of like revenge against my brother Ursula, which I also was fine. I like that they developed Prince Eric from being just this cute boy on a ship. He had substance, so it made sense that she liked him. It made sense that they connected. Their lives were. I mean, he didn't know that their lives were so similar, but it made sense for her. Like their lives were so similar, and he was talking a lot of rhetoric that she was talking. So, I a lot of people don't like the so Aquafina plays Scuttle and she gets this little rap song called Scuttlebutt. I think it's the most adorable fucking thing ever.
Who's Scuttle?
The bird.
Oh, right.
Um Other than that, I really enjoyed the movie. I loved all of her sisters cuz all of her sisters like physically like could like represented like the sea they were in. Like you could tell the sister who's like the Antarctic Ocean, she had like silver white hair, look like Elsa, basically Elsa mermaid. But like the one who was the Indian Ocean, she had very Indian features, and like I guess like the Red Sea, she had very like African features, like dark chocolate melanated skin. That girl's fucking
Ariel
fine.
has sisters?
Yes.
I did not know this.
Yes, they each represent the seven seas.
They never showed them in the original.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
It's the first scene.
Nope.
We are the daughters of Triton, who honor us and bring us, taught us well, and it goes
So
through the
why does he
name.
have another daughter named Ariel? Why
So
couldn't she
all,
just be Palm Water?
I don't know which sea she represents, but yeah, they all represent a sea. Yeah. But it was the movie was beautifully made. I mean, a lot of the lines were literally plucked from the first movie. Um, do I prefer the first one? Yes, I never prefer the live actions over anything animated, but I thought it was really good. I thought she did a good job, especially because half of the movie she's fucking silent. So, but they did add a part like where you can hear what she's thinking. Like they give her like thinking parts, but like her body language and facial expressions were really well done. Like she played the role well, so I enjoyed it.
Awesome. What'd you give out of 10?
Out of 10, 7.5.
doable, watchable. That means if you get the chance, watch it. If not, well,
Yeah.
well.
I yeah. Yeah. Okay. Guardians.
So I want to start by saying I didn't know that this was going to be Chris Pratt's, what's her name, Zoe Saldana, and Batista's last role as the Guardians. They made that announcement before the movie came out. However, they did say Star-Lord will return, but they also said this is the last Guardians movie, right?
Yes.
So when they return, it would probably be in like a big, combination movie or someone else's movie, because as they said, this was it James Gunn? Yeah, I think it was James Gunn, right?
Yes.
It was his last time directing the Guardians movie. He directed all of them, and
he wants to do a fourth. He has said he wants to do a fourth.
he said he would come back, but he has other obligations right now.
Yes. So it's like, who knows when we would get a fourth, because he's redoing the DCU.
DCU said, "Look, we got a fucking bag. I know you need a bag, bro."
Yep. Well,
and he said, "Yeah." But
the problem was, I think he got let go from Marvel, and then they brought him back for the third one. But then he was like, "Yeah, I can do it." But while I was gone, I accepted this other contract. So
right. So yeah. James Gunn's redoing it, and I'm so excited for the DCU. I'm hoping that the Flash kind of resets everything so that we can just kind of start from zero, because where they were before was kind of pissing me off.
It was every which way.
But who knows what we'll get? I'm hoping that we get. I would like a Teen Titans movie. Please start there. I just want that. Just give me that. Give me a Teen Titans movie, and we branch off to other people's movie that way. But my point is, the movie was good. It was really, really good. It was fucking great. It was the best Guardians movie since the first one. A lot of those old notes. It pulled heartstrings. Amazing action. You gave me a couple tidbits, like when Groot says different things. Apparently, that's us starting to be able to translate what he's saying. Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the audience understanding now. When he said "I love you," guys, it wasn't just that's how it was supposed to be, like, taken. Not him. He's not saying it. He's still saying "I am Groot." It's just us.
How did those long sentences come out though? That's crazy. So,
no.
But
apparently he has a potty mouth.
Mm-hmm. I enjoyed the entire movie. I wasn't bored at any moment. Fucking Floor creeped me out. I did not like Floor. Floor was fucking weird. A fucking rabbit with spider legs? Insane. Also, Rocket Loki got his friends killed. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
it wasn't on purpose.
No, them niggas got shot. But he fucked up his face. I was hoping we get to see it. I didn't think they were gonna show it. He fucked up his face. He should be dead.
He should be dead. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I think I gave that movie like a 10. I'd give it
a 9.
Like, I give it 9.5.
9.8. 9.8.
Yeah, it's like a 9. It's a high 9. But my biggest critique was, like, on the emotional beats, sometimes we would get pulled right out of them, and I didn't like that. Like, I wanted to sit in it a little bit. I did like it,
and that's probably the 0.3 difference, because I liked it because almost every time you got pulled out was a dire situation. It wasn't like you're getting pulled out and we're going to have a nice conversation. It's you're getting pulled out and we're getting fucking shot at. God damn it. Like, yeah, I like that.
I didn't like it sometimes, especially like when he woke up, he was like, "Where's Nebula?" And everybody's like, "Oh, he's like, no, she's right there. Like, she's on the communicator."
I found that funny.
I was like, people found it funny, but I was like, no, like, I don't know. I just wanted to have.
I love the disgruntledness of it all. It's like, what the fuck? You're supposed to be coming back here, and it's like, well, I'm not. It's like, I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. What the fuck?
Yeah, I also really enjoyed the subtleness of Nebula and Rocket's
relationship.
Yeah,
I like the subtleness of Nebula's relationship with all of them. Like, she's still angry. She's still hateful.
She's still her.
But she's starting to get bonds. And she's only hateful because of what happened to her. But she's starting to understand what having a family means. And I think that's awesome. Yeah. Considering this is a completely different Nebula. Remember? Because the other one, I think, died. Right. The one that was turning good. So now they got the bad one that are turning her good. No, they got the good one still. They got the good one. Other way around. Yeah. No, because there was two Nebulas at one point. Remember?
Yes, the bad one that was turning good, she did die, but
Yeah,
we got the one who
who was
we've
bad, and they
always
were
been.
like, "We are promised. We are trying to do good by you." Yeah, and I
Yeah.
think that's really dope.
And I think and it didn't click to me actually until after the movie. I was like, why are Nebula and Rocket so close? I was like, oh fuck, they're the only two who didn't blip. They were
Right.
together the 5 years during the blip, and I was like, hey, like that makes sense why she is literally like crying at the fact that he is okay. I'm like, duh, like click, like it clicked then. I I some people were trying to say like they're shipping Nebula and Star Lord, and I didn't get that vibe actually. I
Mm-mm.
got
I
more
got the
of like
brother
a
sister vibe.
brother sister vibe.
I got the
That's
brother
what I
sister
got.
vibe. I
I got
got
a
the
brother
brother
sister
sister
vibe.
vibe in like the comical. Maybe this could work, and she's like, "Stop it!" And he's like, "I just never noticed how black your eyes were. My father chose that as a form of torture. I'm just saying, he chose a good set. Like that was funny. That was cute.
Yeah, yeah, it was cute, but I didn't see it as like real
Yeah, I
flirting.
didn't
It
see it
was
as
very much
legitimate
like,
flirting. I saw it as
yeah.
the same flirting he was doing that with the chick, and she was like, I'm not that stupid. Like she gave me access. Like, fuck.
I thought the movie was great. It, like you said, it was very much back on those first. Now, don't get me wrong. I love the second movie. Like I
The second
like
one
it
was
is.
cool, but I would never put it at the same level as the first. The first one was better than the second one by a landslide to me, and the third one was better than the second one by a landslide as well. I just don't know where I'd rank the two.
It's hard, and I think I like. So I watched this interview by James Gunn, and fun fact, he said this has always been a Rocket movie, like the whole
The
series.
whole series has been about Rocket, yeah, because Rocket
Yeah,
eventually leaves the Guardians. I mean, the Guardians. That's one thing I like about like Marvel. They have a lot more longevity in their groups because they're
yeah,
not afraid to trade people out. What
yeah,
DC tends to do is someone from the core group might leave and then someone gets the position, but then they find a way to get the person back or
yeah.
dimensional hopping or we just restart completely. No, Marvel said Guardians of the Galaxy bet. All right, this person's getting kind of old. This person died. All right, who we putting in next? And they do a good job. Like the new
Right.
Guardians
You
is technically
introduce them.
Cosmo, the higher being. I think that's what they call them, like higher being or higher race, or something like that.
Talk about Adam.
No. The little people that only need 30
Oh, the
calories.
girl.
Yeah,
Yes.
1 hour of
The high.
sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah, the higher beings, Cosmo. I forgot the dude that could whistle. Groot and Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock was a part of the Guardians at one point in
Yes.
time. So was Cosmo. So that's my point. Like
Yeah.
they had variety. Like they didn't just keep it the same group. They just kept changing it up.
And they introduce them seamlessly. It's not like it's like, oh, this random person. Like we've known about Adam Warlock since the second movie. We've known about Cosmo since the first movie.
Right. Right. Did you see Howard Duck? They gave him a lot more screen time. I was like, it's Howard Duck. Can you just call her a good dog? No, because she's a bad dog.
Dog.
That was so
It
cute.
was it was just a great movie. Quotable, memorable, like it made you feel happy and all the emotion. It was an emotional roller coaster through the entire movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
And he finally accepted that that nigga's a goddamn raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon, finally.
Yep. He's like, I'm not a raccoon. I was so sad when he messed with him the first time. He was like, it hurts. I'm like, oh man,
When
fuck.
he said it hurts, I was like, and she was just like, I know, with her little thingy
Yeah.
hands.
He was like, can I come play with you guys? She's like, yeah, but not yet. Wait, no, I want to play now. I'm sick of this shit. But I enjoyed it so much. The soundtrack was a little more lighthearted than I would have expected, but it was supposed to be more of a somber movie, I guess. Once again, we know how I like my soundtracks to be. I like them fast, hard, and heavy. And if we're pulling at heartstrings, it better be the saddest shit you got.
Yeah, I
I like the emerging hero music. That's what I'm a fan of. The rising and emerging hero.
I think I think the soundtrack. I like how they do sound in this movie as far as music goes, because always
It was always
the
on a
music
speaker somewhere.
goes on a speaker or someone's listening to it in their headphones, and then it goes to your like. I love how they always like that. Music is a very important part of this movie, like because even when they started when they rebuilt the nowhere, The
Mm-hmm.
first thing they fixed was
The
the
sound
speaker.
system, yeah.
Right.
I like that
With
they
the new
live
stuff.
in the dead god's head because that like
Yeah.
circles back to what the
Like that's
Eternals
their
was fucking
base.
talking about.
Yeah. It's like the base.
Mm-hmm. That they also turned into a ship.
Yep. Which obviously Rocket, because he's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All
Um.
right. Let's
So
go.
now we gotta go to let's do some sad and then let's bounce back to the happy.
Yeah.
So I want to send out some respectful regards to DC Young Fly. His longtime girlfriend just passed away. She died after getting a BBL surgery.
Getting
Um,
a mommy makeover.
she was get. They said she was getting a BBL too. Like that was a part of it.
That's a part of it, but she was doing the mommy makeover,
And to
so
that, I just wanted
it's a
to have the. I,
360.
I know what it is. I as someone, first off, I want to have the moment of silence. So let's just have a quick moment of silence for our man's and his lady. Okay. That being said, I'm gonna share some opinions on elective surgeries. Personally, I do not like elective surgeries. I think they are too. I think they're a risk with little reward. I think the reward is, of course, loving yourself and thinking you look a little better. However, I think a lot of that can be maintained and held with proper discipline in body. Usually, it's to get rid of something or to add something. Proper bodily discipline, healthy diet, and exercise. Now, if your face, I was about to make a joke. If your face is not what you might like, I understand that as well. And that just comes with learning to love yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, I don't know how you expect someone else to. I don't think it's necessarily a lie or anything like that. Some people are like, oh no, you're lying about who you are, who you really are. I don't think that. I just don't think the risk is worth the reward, especially for things like BBLs, which have been on the rise lately. I don't know if you know this, but BBLs have the same death rate as open heart surgery.
Yes. I
So,
disagree with one point that you said because you said a lot of it can be fixed through physical discipline, but she was getting a mommy makeover, which mostly, yes, a BBL is a part of it, but when you put your body through that kind of wear and tear of having children,
so
the gym ain't gonna fix it.
agreed. So, but that's where that other point that I said, and loving yourself, because you have to understand that your body might be made to have a baby, but it is not. Not everybody has the genetic makeup and factors to snap back, and eventually, it's gonna sag anyway. I know we have the tools, the material, and the ability to make it look as tight as we want. We cut up a couple inches. We can, let the nipples up a little, something slight, maybe trim them,
Yeah,
give
but
the nipples a
then
little
that's
shape
where
up. We can do all that. We can. But that doesn't mean that you should. Example, when I'm an old man, I hope my balls sag down to my knees. I will not be getting a daddy makeover. I will let them bitches hang. Because not only is it a sign that I've made it to this age, I'm proud to be this age. If I have a beer belly because I can't maintain abs or something like that, or I got saggy man titties, it is what it is. It comes with old age. I think a lot of women, honestly, don't want to accept old age. Like, as a man, you can get, have you seen the dudes that get, like, damn near breast
the
implants in their
in the
biceps?
the
I would
muscles,
never,
yeah,
like,
crazy.
I hate the fact that I'm short, right? There's an elective surgery now to make myself taller. You know what it is? It's
Sounds
breaking your
painful.
shin bone and then putting a metal rod on the outside so you can
Hmm.
extend your height however you feel like. I know some people care that much or dislike their height that much. I wouldn't fucking never. And the death rate ain't even high. Hell, the healing, you heal from it, but it's not worth it. In my opinion. This is all my opinion. This is not fact. This is just Greg speaking on what Greg thinks. It's not worth it. It's better to love yourself than to put yourself through something like that or potentially hurt or kill yourself, in my opinion. Diva.
Yeah, I disagree on that part as far as like when it comes to a mommy makeover because I've seen how destructive it can be to your body. I may not like the bitch, but like my ex had a 10-pound baby, and
That's a big ass baby.
yeah, he was a big
God
baby.
damn.
But like the excess skin on their stomach, like they had a flat stomach under it, but there was so much excess skin that at one point started to pull. Like I don't know if they got it taken care of. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. Like when they were heavier, it was fine because your fat fills it out. But once they lost a lot of weight, I'm gonna say due to drugs, but that's speculation. Um, like they had a lot of excess skin in their stomach, in their thighs, in their breasts. So like I get why she may have done the surgery. I don't know how severe it was, like how severe her access may have been. I don't know how severe that body change was for her, but I understand why she did that elective surgery because it may not have just been. Now, getting some of the extra things, yeah, we may say is unnecessary to do the BBL2 and all the other stuff, but I mean, at that point, you're already there.
That I was about to say. I thought I was gonna be insensitive. I said I'm already there. I might as well get it put in my
Right,
ass. You feel me? I might
right,
as well leave this shit with some cake.
right.
But I'm making my jokes, of course, and like I said, I make my jokes because I will never let my opinions infringe upon the decisions of others. Meaning, what I choose to do and how I choose to think does not and should not affect what you decide to do for you, yours, and your body.
Preach. Because
Let that be
it
known.
don't have nothing to do with me.
Exactly. This has
But
nothing to do with me at the end of the day. I can feel however I want about implants, reductions, BBLs, liposuctions, or any transfers or reductions, removals of skin, eyes, nose, teeth, titties, whatever. Testicles. But at the end of the day,
who's removing testicles?
some people, eunuchs. You get your nuts stepped
Oh,
off. Yeah. Yeah.
oh, right, right, right. We talked about this because
Yeah, we did. You
I
thought
thought they
eunuch
took
mean you got your dick cut off.
oh, I thought the whole thing.
Oh, damn. That's kind of wicked.
Like you look like a Barbie. I figured they looked like a
Mm-mm.
Barbie.
Testicles. It's testicles. It's testicles. That's
It's
eunuch.
just I've learned it's just testicles because then someone was like, "How do they pee?" And I was like, "I thought they sat like us."
No, no. So, but that
I
being
know
said,
now.
my opinion does it should not affect how you feel, unless you want to have a discussion about it. My opinion and try and change it, which I doubt you will. But like I said, at the end of the day, how I feel about it shouldn't affect you. You need to stand 10 toes on what you believe, my nigga.
But definitely my condolences to him because it
Most
seemed
def.
like they really had a great relationship. And some people were like, "Well, why didn't he make him his wife?" Like that's neither here nor there. You don't know their thoughts or beliefs on marriage. They may not have believed in marriage and was like, "No, fuck that. We're gonna be together forever, fine, and it'll
Like
be just fine."
bad partners for life, bad marriage for life. There we go. And yeah, who knows that?
And
Not saying they were, but they could have been married and never said anything. You
right,
wouldn't know. Not everybody has to share every inch of their personal life with you, to be honest.
and like my condolences to them kids, and apparently they have been stronger than him through this, which is beautiful. I just hope that like he is surrounded because of all of the bullshit that people have to say. He is surrounded with by a good circle and surrounded by love and encouragement through this time of grieving because it is fucking disgusting some of the shit you people say out of your mouths and y'all think it's okay.
That is a beautiful segue into the
Oh,
disgusting shit that was said by none other than Azalea Banks.
can I rant? I'm ready. Hold up. Let me just crack a few things because I.
So I'm gonna paraphrase what she said because I'm not reading all that terrible shit. Basically, so I don't know if you guys know this, but Azalea Banks went on Wild 'N Out a while ago, and when she went on,
7 years ago.
yeah, she went on a long time ago, and when she went on, she got roasted. Wild 'N Out is a roasting show. You do that, right?
Surprise, surprise.
That's what you signed up for when you came here. She got hurt about something DC Young Fly, a few things DC Young Fly said, and she specifically was targeting him, but was not saying any jokes. She was just saying hurtful, hateful things, and he laughing it off like, "Yo, why you on my ass? There are other niggas here. I promise you." And he keeps going. He does his thing, and she gets embarrassed and ends up actually crying on national television.
Walks
However,
off
like I
stage.
said, you came onto the roast show. You knew what this was. If you didn't want to be front and
But
center, stand in the back, bro.
pause, she comes back. They apologize to her on
Right.
stage. Like they apologize that they took it too far or whatever. Finish the show. So I don't get why there's still a grudge because it wasn't like they did it and was like, haha, we made you cry. It was like, oh, our bad. We did not mean to take it that far. Like, yes, we're about the jokes, we're about the funny, but we're not here to hurt anybody.
Right. So, following that, this past week, I believe it was, maybe 2 weeks ago, she made a post talking about how God be working. He did this on her birthday. She's turning 31 on the 31st. Blah, blah, blah. This happened 2 days before her birthday. It's a gift to her. It's just showing people not to really fuck with her. Like, that was the most outlandish and wild statement you could make about someone who is grieving. This had nothing to do with you, and somehow she's tried to make it about herself. Now, feel free to rant, now that I've given them the catch up synopsis of everything.
The fact that one, you could make this about yourself shows how out of touch, how insensitive, how hateful you are, and how low of a person you are, and how much you must really hate yourself. Because to take a person's death and say, oh, it's a gift to me because you made fun of me and made me sad years ago and I haven't let that go, is insane. And I really pray that you get whatever help you need, because this is really giving signs of, and I don't want to, and I'm not, please do not please do not mistake this as an excuse. These are really giving signs of severe mental illness. Like, she, and I hate to be like she needs help, but she needs to speak to somebody, because this is not healthy. This is not okay. There is nothing that justifies this behavior from an adult woman, from adult anything. And it's it's so, like, it blows me how nasty some people can be. Like, I like, it's almost like if I didn't see it, I'd have been like, nah. She couldn't have said something that like disgusting. And she did, and that shit is wild to me that y'all, and then she wonders why, oh, no one wants to work with me. My music isn't selling. This isn't working. It's because everyone hates me. No, it's because you're a nasty person, and you keep being nasty like this. Like,
You might as well just
God
pack
don't,
it up.
right. God don't like ugly, but also people don't like ugly. There are things that people will put up with and will work with, but when you are nasty like that down to your core, it, like, nobody wants to work with that. Nobody wants to be associated with that, and it's sad. It really is. It's sad. I pity her. I really do. And people can be like, well, you know what? She's fine. Obviously, like, look how happy is she, has money. She's not happy. These are not signs of a happy person.
I bet in a
Because a
few years
happy,
she's gonna post something about, y'all say money gonna make y'all happy, but it's really, you need more than that. You need people in your life. Cause I can tell you now, I
no
know
one is ever
everybody that's
there.
close to her is abandoning fucking ship.
Abandoning shit, because who who would want to be around somebody like that? Was like, oh, I hurt your feelings once, so you're happy that death came into my family circle. Like, death happened to someone I cared about, to a mother, to my partner, to a person at all, because your feelings were hurt one time 7 years ago. Make it make sense. So I hope that she gets the help she needs, because if this isn't a cry for help, I don't know what is.
Nah, she needs help. Bruh, this shit was wicked. It made me sick to my stomach to hear you say some shit like this about someone who's grieving. Like you said, it shows how out of touch you are. It shows what you really are inside, because you thought someone was gonna bang with that. Like, I don't even think if Beyonce went on TV and cried and then said some shit like this, some of the Beehive will be with her, because them niggas is crazy. You don't have that kind of fan base that's gonna pick you up and be like, yeah, you girl, you tell, cause no, there's some fucked up people in the world. But anyone who agrees with that, please don't come to this pod. Don't ask to be on it. Don't be around me. Don't talk to no one I know, cause you were just a fucked up person. And someone I know was like, y'all ain't know she was fucked up when she was eating cats out the air fryer. And I was like, I knew something was up with her then. And she
I mean,
she tried to make it seem normal when she did that shit. No,
the
that's not
shit was
normal.
not. It's not normal. It's not normal. And so
I
I
prefer my
had
cats in my shrimp lo mein. Thank you very much.
my
Had to
my
lighten the mood.
partner. my partner likes her music, and like there's this album she has that is pretty good. I won't even lie, it's pretty good. But like when you are that kind of person, I don't even want to give you that credit. Morty said it best. It was the I'm gonna tell you what episode it was. No, because she wasn't right, so it's not how it works. Never mind, I take that back.
You get what when he was talking to Rick and say you can be as right as you want, but no one likes an asshole. It doesn't matter if
Yeah,
you're right or wrong. If you're an asshole, no one agrees with you. Period.
right.
But she's not being an asshole. She's just a terrible person, and nobody likes
It's a
it.
terrible person.
There's a people like villains. I'll say this. Let Greg say it right.
Oh,
People love a good villain,
oh, love a good villain.
but what makes a good villain is someone who has a point that you can agree with, but goes about it the wrong way. If
That
her
is.
point in this scenario, that the only one you could try and pluck out of there is that words hurt people in a very deep way for a very long time. And if you haven't helped the person heal, then they could say some wild shit. But that's not an excuse. You're a grown ass woman. It's been 7 years. If you really felt some type of way about it, you go and talk to DC Young Flag your fucking self. You
As an
chose to
adult.
hold on to that as an adult and then let your ugliness show at this point in time. You are not someone who is hurt. You are not someone who wants a message to be understood or a theme to be understood. You're just a hateful person. And that's all it is.
That's all it is.
And for that, I ain't even going back with you. If I see Azalea Banks in the title, I don't need it. I don't want it. Could be the hottest
Keep
song of
it.
the year. Keep it.
Keep it.
Speaking of hottest songs, because fuck Azalea Banks at this point. That's what the Be More Nerdy podcast says to you. How you feel about the Baby Small? You trying to come back? I don't know if you know. I know you fuck with his song. I know you do. I know you do.
So I listen to the radio because I try to stay hip
I don't
to
know
all
how
the
to dance,
kids.
but can lean. Make me go, bitch. Put the hands on the knees. See, I knew you fuck with the song. See,
Oh, but I still don't fuck with him though. I leave it alone. If it come on the radio, I actually turn it off, or I just let it play or whatever. It's
I
not
turn
like
it up.
I'm not giving him plays, but like I still leave him alone because again,
I didn't like that song when it came on. It grew on me.
it's gay month. I don't have time for it.
I bet you they
And
played it at Pride though.
they probably did, and it probably was a banger. But
He knew how to get back in. That sly devil, god damn it. He said all I gotta do is make a twerk song 6 months later, they gonna forgive me. Watch. I got it. Don't worry about it. I know I tripled down. I know I did.
I tripled down, but I'm gonna be silent for 6 months, and then I'm gonna put out this banger.
And banger he did. That shit.
Banger, he
It
did.
grew on me.
Banger.
At first I was like, nah, this song repetitive as fuck, not that many words, it's kinda ass. Cause we all know I like a wordsmith. Then I heard it more and I saw like bitches be really twerking in this. Oh no, ghetto bitches putting their hands on their okay. Okay. Might have to play this song when I would just walk in places, see whose ass finna shake.
So, I am not entertaining him. I am not.
We'll see what happens in the next year. Not particularly this song, but what he decides to do with himself. Because if you releasing a single, I know an album on the way.
Yep,
And it
that's
seemed
what
like
that
he
was.
been in the lab.
That's probably what he been doing. He probably just hunkered down, got in the lab, because he been quiet all over. He ain't been
He been
outside.
doing what they told him. Shut the fuck up and make some goddamn music. Your words suck.
So we'll see.
Diablo 4 came out. I had early access to it because I pre-ordered. That game is fucking fire. I was talking to Heat about it. I've been playing it a little bit on stream, playing it by myself, playing with him. And what we discussed was I should have started playing RPGs sooner because my builds in games like that, I take the time to really read and try and make the best way to optimize shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I had two characters. I switched to the other one, and I've learned that in these types of games, I am a DPS character. I suck at playing support roles. Well, I don't suck at it. I focus on trying to damage things. I don't like playing a backseat. I like to be in the I like to be in the shits. I like to be doing the damage. I like to be that nigga. So like
Main character energy.
main character energy. So I built a DPS build. So and I was telling him like how I stacked everything. He's like, you're a lower level than me. How come you can just keep using your abilities over and over again? I'm like, because the way I stacked them together, they feed off each other. So like the build I'm running, what does it do? I slow them down with like some spikes, but then the spikes also make them vulnerable. Then I shoot them with darkness arrows. The darkness arrows give me energy for every hit, and they make them explode, and they make vulnerable all the enemies that go behind them. So it's a chain reaction. So I get energy back, they explode, and it does massive damage. So I can keep doing that over and over again. So if they get close to me, I have a special ability where I put a big ass trap down. It sucks them in, it hits them with more darkness energy, and makes them explode. Each kill lowers the amount for that ultimate ability, and my ultimate ability, and gives me energy back, and then my ultimate ability resets all my other abilities. So I can just keep doing everything in succession. And for every 100 energy spent, my ultimate ability cooldown goes down by 4 seconds. It only has a 30-second cooldown. So like I said, I build everything off of one another.
Smart. Look at you go.
I know, right? So smart. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. That game making me think that I need to just help the villain, because all the holy people are like doing some demonic shit. Like we performed an exorcism to save this person, this kid. We saved them. This dude come down. This is blasphemy. We shouldn't be doing this. We should be burning them at the stake. I'm gonna burn you at the stake. And then we're like, you gave us the relic to do this shit. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna shut up now. But I'm like, that's fucked up. Then one dude that's helping you through the story, he like, oh yeah, I accepted a bribe and some people got killed. So that's a sin on me. I need to atone for my sins. Like, we gotta wait for you to atone. And I'm like, all right. And they're like, go in this cave, try and find the demon. I'm like, cool. And the demon's more powerful than we expect, and it has this thing that can like make you die instantly. And then this big metal hunking thing comes and protects you. And I'm like, oh, dope. Turns out his method of atonement was getting in the thing. In the machine, like mech thing, is like an Iron Maiden, if you know what that is.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he's like bleeding out inside. He's like, I atoned for my sins, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm like, no, don't tell me you don't feel too good. I want you to live. And then he dies. And I'm like, these niggas is fucked up. I'm ready to help the villain. She ain't doing this shit.
Oh, that's funny.
So, but I'm having a great time playing it. I'm going to beat that game. And then me and Heat are going to start another game called Warframe, which is all killing and shooting and stealth and ninja shit. But yeah. Last news point. I noticed this the other day. Spotify had an update. I don't know if you noticed, but there's now a playlist on there called the DJ playlist. It gives you a DJ that talks to you. Hey, what's up, this person? I seen that you've been listening to this. So today, to start the day off, it's an AI that says, today to start the day off, we're going to start you off with these vibes. We noticed you've been listening to this person a lot, so let's start you off with this song. Here we go. Starts the song. And then it gives you songs in about 5 or 6 songs in succession in the same genre or with the same taste, same flow. And then it's like, all right, let's switch it up. We noticed that, or they might say, let's switch it up to this mood. Let's go blissful. We starting it off with this person. Blissful song. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, we noticed that you had a couple songs going like this by this artist. We think you might really like this artist. He's a lot like this person. Give it a listen. Here's this person with this person. Like you're listening to the radio. And it's actually really dope because they do a very good job.
I'm going to have to try it out because I tend to stay in my like songs. What I started doing is they have like the
like the weekly discover shit.
No, but you can do your like songs, but you can do your special shuffle and they'll slide in new songs within your already liked songs.
Right.
So it'll be stuff that.
Oh, you're talking about I know what it's called. It's called the enhanced playlist. Yeah. I have that on, and it so that one's where they try to like weasel in things they think you would like or it's similar songs, right? Yeah. This one specifically gauges what you've been listening to. It usually starts the section with something you like, or they'll tell you, and then you have an option. So you can either skip through song by song, like, oh, I don't want to hear this song right now, skip one song, or you can hit the DJ button, and it'll be like, okay, so you weren't feeling that playlist or that section, so let's try this, and then they. Yeah, and then they give you a completely new section.
I'll have to try that, but yeah, I've been doing the enhanced playlist a lot, which I've been liking, and I've been adding more. Like I've been liking more songs, and adding more songs like to my liked songs anyway. So I'll have to give that a shot when I get tired of doing my new podcast homework at work.
Right. So I tried it out because I was at work. I usually listen to like comedy sketches or stand-ups, right? But I was like, I want to listen to music. I need to focus, lock in, not laugh while I'm working. And I saw that, like, I was just scrolling through playlists and it was a new one. It was like, "Your DJ." And I was like, let me give it a shot. And it was actually really good. Like, I'm usually skeptical, like, when I use the Discover Weekly, because that seems more like based off of what you listen that week. And sometimes I listen to a lot of metal, sometimes I listen to a lot of rap, sometimes I listen to a lot of EDM. So it's a little
You listen to
weird.
metal. You listen to
Sometimes.
real metal.
Sometimes. But
Mm.
my point is, at times, I do that. But this one is more of an overall look, because it was like we pumped it up for you for a little bit. Let's slow it down with some nice R&B, starting with Bill Withers. Bubba Bubba Boss. Say fuck. Let's go. I love
I'll
Bill
have to try.
Withers.
Yeah, I'll
It
have to
was.
try that.
I only skipped 2 sections, and that was because they tried to hit R&B, and I wasn't in R&B mood. And then the
Mm.
other section was like, um, it was some type of music that I wasn't in the mood for. Like, I heard the first 2 songs and just skipped it, and it learned. But Spotify been in their bag. I'm not gonna lie. They've been working.
Spotify has been in their bag, and we have Spotify Duo now.
Same.
So
So
and
I
and
did it
Chris,
because they said 3 free months of Spotify. That's a bill off my hands. And then they were like, on top of that, they were like, now when we get in the car, I just play that playlist, which is until she uses Spotify more. It's mostly R&B, which kind of pisses me off because when I'm driving, I don't want R&B all the time. Going to a place, I love R&B. Coming home from the place, I don't need the fucking quiet fire.
um, I think Chris is liking it, but like Chris just got Spotify, like never had it before. But
Exactly. Exactly.
I always use Spotify, and they're like, "Oh, your music, like it always changes, and you got so much variety." And I was like, "Oh, it's my Spotify. Do you want one?" I was like, "I can just upgrade to Duo." I think like it was like $2 extra a month
Yeah,
or
it,
some
was,
shit.
it goes from 9.99 to 10.99, so it's not any extra money, honestly. But like,
It wasn't anything right substantial. So I was like, we can get Duo, and so like they're still building their like playlists and
and
stuff.
until your duo is overrun, it's like, oh, you both like this song. Then it's like
Yeah.
you, her, you both like this. You, yeah, because that's what we're doing now. Because she just got rid of Apple Music, so she's rebuilding her playlist. So I'm like,
That's what I told
like
Chris.
as
I was like,
many.
just go ahead
I'm
and
like,
get rid of Apple
yeah, I'm
Music.
like every song that you like it, please, because otherwise it can't learn what you like.
Yeah, you. That was the other thing that I've been telling them. Like, if you hear something you like, you have to like it. So one, it learns what you like, and then you have it.
Yeah.
Cause I hate having to look for a song.
I hate when a song come on, I get all the way through like, fuck, what was it? No, 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 no.
I didn't like it. I'm
Yeah,
pissed. Yeah.
but yeah. Um,
Right way to end.
I'm enjoying Spotify. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always end on a good note. Always, always, always. But that's the end of the pod. We hit 3 hours, everybody. You already know what it is. We
All
coming
right.
back strong. Next week we're gonna be doing Dungeons and Dragons, and we're gonna switch the podcast schedule to once every other week. It's a little bit stressful and a little lot to do it every week. Plus trying to do this and Dummies and Dragons is too much for one week. So we're gonna do alternating weeks until we have hiatuses with Dummies and Dragons or hiatuses with this. So yeah. That being said, I'm your host Galaxy Greg, and thanks for listening to the pod. If you made it this far, I know it's been a long one, but we help you get through your day with everything you want, need, and could ever ask for in every way you could think of, and sometimes what
Sassy.
you can't. um, I'm your host Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow me on my socials at Mr. Space Await, spelled MR.SPACEAWAITS, or follow me at Galaxy Greg, spelled GA1AXYGR3G. I'm on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I'm going to be updating a lot of the stuff on the YouTube, really getting everything up. So be sure to start looking out for that from us, as well as follow the podcast Instagram at Be More Nerdy on Instagram and Twitter, spelled BMORENERDEY. We are planning on having a lot of new updates, a lot of posting, a lot of pictures coming out this year. And we're supposed to be getting a TikTok pretty soon, in which we'll upload a lot of our best clips, best sayings, whole lot of in the movie handies for you guys to look at. So be ready for that,
Yeah.
Diva.
I'm
My
Diva
beard looks
XOX.
great. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but looking at my beard in this camera, when it gets dark out and the light's just on it, beard look amazing. Continue.
Any fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Diva XOXO. You can follow me.
Hey, bud, what happened?
I don't know. You're gonna have to end it without me. It was like a power flashy outie.
Oh, your power went out.
It was like for a second though.
All right, I'll conclude.
Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
bye. All right, everybody. I apologize for that, but my co-host had a power outage, so crazy way to end it after 3 hours. But be sure to follow her at DivaXOXO on Instagram, and I think she has Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. So be sure to follow her there. Be sure to check out our Comic 21 Blackjack. We're trying to get that colored and to you guys as soon as possible. To get it printed. Like I said, we had a whole lot going on. So anybody who donated, don't think we ever forgot about you. I plan on giving you guys everything and giving you guys the world. We appreciate everything you guys have done for us here at the podcast. In terms of donation, support, and everything. We're back and we're excited for everything that has to come. Let's make this year a great one, everybody. But with that, we are the Be More Nerdy podcast. And remember to be more nerds. Peace.